We saw that?
Saw what?
Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Die For Me, where a group of us friends are going to attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I think we're getting closer to actually succeeding.
Yeah, we're getting close to it. Sort of. Unfortunately, as you can tell, Steven is not here tonight. He apparently had to work. Excuses. But we miss him. We hope to see him next week. And yes, on that, it is 4th of July next week. We will still be streaming. So yeah, please check us out next week.
Stay this week too.
And this week, please stay this week as well. We really want you guys here. But a couple of announcements. First thing is shout out to our minis painter. Yes, we will continue to give her shout outs always because she's amazing. Flipper on Instagram, it is FL1P_3R. She does amazing work with all the minis that she paints for us. You can check out her Instagram. She does commissions and she can help you out if you are like me and have no artistic capabilities whatsoever.
The laugh is crazy.
Oh, yes. Huge shout out to Ross, who has been a guest star on our channel and made us these amazing dice trays. They have our logos in them, they have our names on them. Absolutely amazing.
You gotta do the Price is Right display.
The Price is Right display.
Here.
Yeah, I did
You
that.
gotta frame it.
I did do that. You didn't see me do it?
Probably because of angle.
It just shows how little they actually pay attention when I'm talking.
You talk?
I do, occasionally. Yeah, exactly. No, Ross is amazing. We have all these amazing dice trays, and they work really, really well, and we love them, and we love him. We
And the
tolerate
table.
him.
Able though.
Well, yes, okay. Let's go ahead and do the full shout out. Ross also made this DM screen, which has our logo on here, and he also made. Who is pointing the red laser thing up there? No, that's cute. Anyways, and he made our amazing table. It is customized. They're able to put all their stuff up here on the table, the dice trays, because they also have shelves down here that have all their books, their papers, everything else like that. Charging ports.
Lights
The one person who doesn't do it is
Lights that
Josh,
you
and
never
therefore his
use.
area looks very cluttered and crazy.
Lights you never use.
Yeah, like what?
On the table, it looks cluttered.
Well, his shelf is very
Well, now I got
bare.
this.
But anyways, yes, huge shout out to Ross and everything he does, and huge thank you to him because this is genuinely amazing stuff that he's done for us. And then last shout out to,
You're starting a business soon too.
well, yeah, but I didn't want to give that away until it's actually official.
Shit.
He's still working on it,
I just
but you
want to
just
give
announced
people
it
hope.
live.
I wanted to give them hope. Not about
Ross, okay, I guess we're gonna go ahead and announce it.
I'm
Someone already gave it
sorry.
away.
Excited.
Now he has to do it.
Yeah, now he has to do it. Good point.
Pipe dream.
Ross is starting his own company where he will be making and selling things like the table, the DM screen, the dice trays, and a few other things that he is actually currently working on, which we will advertise on our show. So please check those out when they do become available. Eventually, which we don't know when it is because we haven't come up with that part of it yet, and I wasn't going to announce it till we did have all that official stuff, but guess we'll announce it now.
It's basically our first sponsor.
Yeah, pretty much. On that note, another shout out to Jazzy, who handles all of our social media,
Yay,
despite the
Jazzy.
fact that we fail at giving her the stuff she needs to actually run our social media. But she still does a great job, despite the fact that we are all lazy and don't actually send anything to her.
That's valid.
But yeah. And then a huge shout out to all of you guys who continue to watch us and hopefully enjoy our content. We feel like we can continue to grow and do better in what we do, and we hope to continue to give you guys a good show. So,
And thank you to Tamara because you use her house every night.
oh, Tamara doesn't need a thank you. She's just really happy to
literally
have
don't
us.
do shit.
No. Jazzy is 100% right. Thank you to Tamara, who allows us to use her home and This is her room, one of her rooms that she lets us put this entire studio in, and it's just genuinely amazing and super grateful to her. And she doesn't even charge me that much money.
I mean, I have the coolest house on the block.
You do. You do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Your life outside.
Who else has a studio in their home? But anyways, and then just a shout out to all the players themselves who are here every week and help us and
Dude, what are you
just
buttering up for?
There's
Yeah.
only
What
one
are you
player
about
that's
to
here
do
every
to
week.
us?
you know
Here,
what?
you can have some snacks. We know what you want.
I'm
You know
just
what?
saying.
No. In all seriousness, these guys, this has been a dream of mine for several years now, and they have made it possible. So, thank you to you guys.
Thank you for allowing us.
Thank you for letting me traumatize you on a daily basis as I give you guys horrible things to deal with.
And then also you get to DM us.
I do. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Die For Me. Steven's not here, so you gotta do it.
I know. I got you.
So, last we left off, the displaced 8 made their way back to the capital city of the Drusal Empire. You reported your findings, got paid a pretty significant amount of gold and platinum, and in diamonds as well. You then decided to make some efforts to go out into the city, find certain things to help you on your journey, make off some payments, and
Financing is crazy.
yeah, he's got a belt on layaway. But you guys, sorry, I'm trying to find the right page. But you guys continue to make your way out through the city. Nyla accompanying you to escort you throughout the town, to show you where everything is, and she also has just missed you guys and wanted to spend a little time with you. So, if I remember correctly, you wanted to go get a library book about Draconic.
Yes, but I think as a group, we should go get our armor situation set up, because that might take a while.
Okay. So,
Armor situation?
Dragon scales.
Oh yeah, that was right. What are those worth? And do you want the ones that I got in the backpack?
they're worth quite a bit.
How much we're talking?
A lot.
Well,
Enough.
I mean, if you're trying to steal from the whole group, what you have in there, you've got probably close to.
Why would you tell him? Don't tell him that.
Well, no,
That's what he's asking.
I
That's
didn't
what he's
say I was
asking.
gonna steal. I was gonna ask nicely.
He's trying to pay off his finances.
What you have in your bag of holding alone is probably somewhere between 6,000 to 8,000 gold worth.
Bag of holding. It's
Yeah.
in my backpack.
No, the scales. You got scales into the bag of holding.
I
You
thought they
and
didn't
Steven
fit.
both.
Because they're
The ones
heavy.
that could fit.
The littler ones.
The ones
Oh.
that could fit, and there were several that were too big. You guys had to carry.
Yeah, those ones in my backpack.
Okay, so the ones in your backpack, you probably have about 2,000 to 3,000.
Well,
And then you also have about 6,000 to 8,000 gold worth of dragon scales in your backpack.
not stealing. I was just inquiring.
Okay.
You can't be giving him
Everyone's
that
got
look.
their eyes now. Okay.
So you wish to go and check on some armor for your dragon scales.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say there's a pretty good chance we might run into that red dragon again. It wasn't exactly friendly when
He's
we
in
took
the
off.
area.
Very well. Follow me. And she leads you to a familiar site for all of you. A blacksmith that you guys had gone to before called Beat the Heat.
Oh, that makes sense.
Huh?
Sorry, I was just thinking, who would be capable of working with dragon scale as material.
In 1 second.
I'm guessing we're all going as like one big happy family.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Cut the happy part.
So did we just already do the other stuff we discussed last time, or
Hey,
we're
I'm
No,
just
we haven't done any of that yet.
So we're doing
Huh?
all of it.
I'm
Okay.
skipping to my loot.
Well, shit. I already
Do
did the
whatever you want,
math.
bro.
How much did we make?
For what?
Like split up?
I just
2,000,
wrote down my
2,500 or
total.
something?
I didn't actually.
We already deducted 2,000, so okay.
on one second. Sorry, guys.
I didn't know we were backtracking.
I didn't know we were backtracking. News to me.
We're not backtracking. We didn't get to do that. We talked about it.
I said that's what I want to do. You said okay. I thought we weren't going to do the whole shopping thing. We were just going to.
I mean, we can do that very quickly. If that's what we want to do, guys, we can skip past most of the shopping stuff and just kind of really quickly do some of this without too much role play.
Can we do
Make it
that?
real quick as far as what we can get.
Okay.
I would like to replace some of those lightning arrows that I spent.
Okay. Very easy. All right. So yeah, we're gonna make this a very quick shopping episode. Very quick. Not the whole episode will be the shopping episode.
Shopping episode.
Me too.
All right. So everybody raise their hand who wants armor. I know Steven wants some stuff for the dragon scale. Dragon scale. Dragon scale. Okay. So, you want
Well, my breastplate the +1, and the
Same.
dragon scale possibly
Fire
twice.
resistant or something?
okay. So you're gonna need to see an enchanter and a blacksmith for that. So they're gonna need to work together. What are you trying
Same
to do?
thing, +1 breastplate with the dragon scale.
Okay.
instead of-
So
You have a +1 already, or oh, you did? Okay.
So you guys are gonna need to see enchanter and blacksmith. All total, to do that, it would cost you guys about 2,000 gold each.
Done.
Deal. To
Okay.
carry over the +1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And to actually make the dragon scale breastplate.
Does that give like fire resistance?
So
or
that gives you
anything
guys
else?
fire resistance, and
Can I like stand in flames and be chill, or is it like
resistance, not.
Means you have to.
If I
It's
already
half damage.
racially
Okay.
have resistance, does it give me quarter damage?
So yes, you're gonna start taking quarter damage.
Damn.
You
Be
said fire
chilling in the
resistance and what?
flames?
Say what?
Fire resistance and what?
Yeah, give me one second. I'm getting to that right now.
So what? Is everybody getting it or what?
No, I'm just I'm texting it to Steven because he asked me.
Oh, he's not getting breastplate. He's getting something different.
Oh, okay.
So I mentioned like, do you guys want like a ring, a potion with dragon scales? We got breastplates, shield, ring, belt thing.
I got about 30,000 gold more to pay.
Okay.
That's why I was asking about those
A
skills.
spear? You want to make a spear with the dragon scale? That would be a little more complicated, but it is.
It's just a question.
It is doable.
Like a dragon scale tip on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn it into a weapon.
Does it have a burn effect?
No. It's resistant to fire. It doesn't give fire damage.
Okay.
Unless someone wants to enchant it. then
Steven
yes.
wants to know how much his shield is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Can you use some of these skills to create some fire resistant potions?
So,
said-
for Steven,
He said roll to lower the price.
oh, he wants to roll a
What's
persuasion
his
check.
charisma bonus?
Alright,
Or-
I'll roll.
What's his persuasion?
His persuasion, he just sent me a picture. His persuasion is a +8.
Hell yeah.
Does somebody else want to roll for him?
I'll roll for him.
Sure.
I don't
Okay,
know.
Jazzy said it first. So Jazzy will roll for +8.
16 plus 8.
Okay, so 24. Alright, so yeah, it'll lower the price a little bit. So they're gonna require, he wants his tower shield made into dragon scale. So I would say that gives him fire resistance. And it's gonna cost him 1,000 total after the persuasion roll to bring it down. So it's 1,000 gold for him to get the dragon scale tower shield, which will give him the extra fire resistance.
Question, DM. We didn't quite nail it down last time and whatnot, but with part of a dragon scale or something, would I be able to make it fire resistant?
Does it only give him fire resistance, or does it do anything else?
Depends what he's trying to do. Does he want to do something else? Roll a medicine check for me.
What's it?
Medicine check. Well, no, not a medicine. Sorry. Do a nature check. Do a nature check for me.
Sure not medicine?
I'm sure.
You sure?
Only because you asked. Now he's sure.
15. There's definitely a chance.
Okay.
Waiting for his response. He's fine.
Okay. So,
He said more AC would be awesome, but it's your world.
I mean, he can have it boosted to where we'll have a +1 AC, but that's going to cost him another.
He said you should have talked to him about it. Before
That's what I
this,
saw it in my like.
Before what?
He said you should have talked to him about it before this. Like,
Yeah. Excuse me, I have family things I had to take care of too.
That's
So
what
to
we're
get
talking
an
about.
extra +1 on his,
There's only one person capable of these type of level of back shots.
that would.
She's such a treasure. Treasure flood. What did you Like she was texting me on WhatsApp and then all of a sudden pops up in the chat. I'm like, what is that?
he said he's scrapping this idea until he can have a real conversation about it.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's funny.
Alrighty. It was going to be another 2,500 for him to get a +1. Which I would, with that roll earlier, I would reduce it down to 2,200.
Okay.
Alright. So, it'll take about 2 to 3 days for you guys to get your breastplates. It'll take about 3 to 4 to have his shield done. If he wants to have the enchantment added onto it for +1, it would be about 4
Okay.
days.
Just call him on break. He said he'll talk to you
Okay,
about it.
sounds good.
Cool.
Alright.
And the second thing is the beholder tentacle I have.
Okay, hold on
Does it
for a second on
have
that
a
one.
flared base?
So for you, yeah, you could look around, find a shop that would give you the opportunity to show you how to do a fire resistance potion using one of the smaller scales. They'd have to crush it up really well and all that kind of stuff. But yes.
Alright. I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. So yeah, it takes you several hours, but you do eventually have a potion of fire resistance. Cool.
And then
It would basically take you the whole day to do it. Do you want to do that today, or do you want to do
do
it
that today.
Okay.
That way I can. So I'm
Have
gonna
one.
make fire. Now I know how to make it.
Okay. Pam, is there anything you want to do?
Health potions, please.
Health potions.
I'll go with.
Oh,
Okay.
same.
With the dragon scales, am I able to have them made into like little claw covers?
Little what?
Little like claw covers out of curiosity.
Oh, claw covers for your. Oh,
For my
okay.
talons.
Oh, claw covers. Okay.
Or like
I
a
heard
book?
claw
So you want
covers.
them to be like to protect your claws, or do you want it to add damage to your attacks?
Please.
Can I do both?
Can you do, well,
If
you
not,
can't
then the
use something
damage.
that protects.
If not, then the damage.
Okay, so you want the damage. Okay, so you want dragon scale claws.
She'll have to find someone very talented.
You need to get out.
Okay.
Here comes.
Can you hold a like a buckler?
No, she wants
Oh, no.
basically to enhance her talent abilities.
Just like to block the fire?
No, she wants to add attack damage. Not trying to. She's not getting any resistance. She just wants to add attack damage.
Okay.
That is possible. I'd have to do a little research on that, but I can see that happening. It's actually really cool.
That actually made me think about my ideal that I mentioned like 2 sessions ago.
Which was? Doing that doesn't really answer my
I sent
question.
it to you in a text message. I didn't want to say nothing.
Okay, I'll have to find it now.
You have to resend it.
But the potions and the no, wrong key. I have 2 keys in my phone.
That's a rarity.
So the health potions and the tentacle, the eye stalk that for the beholder, that would actually be in the same place. So you guys head there. For the eye stalk, they're willing to buy it for 800 gold. For you guys wanting potions, there are
Oh, my vanish moment.
7 regular healing potions. There are 4 greater, and there's 1 superior.
How much are the
I'll take
price? No.
greater.
Prices. So the greater is 150.
How many
The
greater?
regular is 50. There's 4 greater. The 7 is 50 for the regular, and the 1 superior is about 2,000.
I'll take 1 greater.
Okay.
I'll take a greater and 2 regular.
Likewise. A greater two.
I held it.
Don't die.
I'm good.
I'm making a decision.
Well,
You said it was how much for a greater?
For greater, it is 150.
Well, technically,
And
I
that
already
was 50 for
deducted what I'm
regular?
going to get my payoff for, so. So, I'll take the superior.
Okay, it's 2,000.
Yeah.
so with the Beholder's eye stock, it came from a very
Okay,
powerful
good.
magical creature.
Oh, I'm aware.
Is there any essence or uses? Maybe some potions that can be created from it?
I'm gonna just start
Potentially,
using the
but
blood
more
bag
so
with
I know
everything
buyers
kill.
who would want this
I wonder
specifically.
how much human kidneys.
You can make a great
and
soup
everything
out of
go
it. Or at least
Which
a
is
stock.
actually more
You did not.
expensive than the
Just
potions
saying.
themselves. So therefore, that's why I'm offering 800.
One potion that's only good
Well,
for.
money is always
locating.
valuable to me, but also
Your
staying
legs
alive
inside your
in
body.
battle is more so.
Don't say that.
What?
What are you hoping to accomplish?
I don't know.
I
What
wouldn't
kind
understand
of what uses would people have for
I just
Beholder's
read
eye
a
stock?
comment about
What can be
just
created
start
from?
Most
getting
people like to
everybody
use it
to know how much
for,
human kidneys and livers go for.
No,
bragging
that's-
rights.
Because low-tech
Others
sports
like to
getting
use
the
it.
ones superior.
Oh.
Some can make
How much
potions
is
from
great?
it, but it's
2,000.
not exactly what I'd call super powerful potions. For this
Such
specific
as?
eye stock, she takes a moment and she does some magic
Think about it.
scanning on it.
One bonus and
This
replenishes
one
low-tech.
offers. Hold on, I'm trying to remember which one he cut off.
40-point hits.
It was number 4. Which was. Nope, book. Sorry, I
I
just
told you
remember
what
which
I wanted
one.
to do like days ago.
Say what?
I gave you a heads up what I was gonna do.
I know.
So how many magical items can one equip?
3.
3 that you can attune
Attune.
to.
Attune to.
But if the magical item doesn't require attunement, you can equip as many as you want.
So does the axe count as attuning?
Yes, it does.
So, okay.
As does your ring of jump, if I remember correctly.
Yes. So I have 2, I have space for 1.
Pass the chips.
Her face.
Pretty much how far it went.
Just trying to remember which one he cut off. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so he cut off the fear ring. So with this stock in particular, we could potentially make a potion or 2 that gives you resistance to fear.
I can see that being useful in a very niche situation,
It would be very specific situations.
but could it potentially increase my ability to inflict fear into others?
No, not at all.
He's not scary enough.
All right, then I suppose I'll go ahead and sell it for the 800 gold.
Very well. She gives you 800 gold. All right.
And how many potions are still available?
So you took 2 regular, right, and 1 greater. You took the superior. You took 2 regular and 1 greater as well.
I
So
took 1 greater.
You took 1 greater.
So that's 1 more greater.
So there's 1
and
greater, and there are
3.
3
3 regulars.
regular.
I will take the 3 regulars.
Okay, that's 150 gold.
Give people that. Being the tank sucks.
All right. So you're trying to get the dragon claws. Okay. I'll do a little more research on that, like during break or something like that.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. Just remind me at break. Does anybody else want to do anything else besides the library where we're trying to learn Draconic?
Just make my payment.
You're making your payment, okay? How much you paying?
2,000.
2,000 is what I thought it was. All right, so it is $2,000 less than what you originally owed. That covers the interest. I'm just kidding.
Not
Which shop are we
kidding.
at right now?
Kidding, not kidding.
Potions.
What kind of other potions are available besides the healing potions?
In this shop?
Yes.
Too many books.
Potion of intoxication.
What?
Wait, is there rings of knowledge?
I don't know. I don't believe.
That sounds like homebrew treasure. Anyway.
Sounds like
Oh,
a
just
good
like-
treasure.
Like, there's stuff for stats boost. Why not one for intelligence?
Sounds like homebrew treasure.
Wow.
Like, it sounds like it could be, but like homebrew treasure.
I mean, bet a wizard would love that.
I don't have to cheat through all my exams. I don't have to learn it no more. Ring of knowledge.
There is the Tome of Clear Thought that helps you with that kind of stuff.
Sounds like head empty, no thoughts.
But that's a, just so you know, that is a wondrous item and it is very rare to find.
Oh, okay.
Why bring it up then? It's interesting.
Because exactly, that's what's fun about it. Okay, so potions.
Look, I already bit temptation. Is regretting it now.
bit temptation and he's regretting it.
Words.
That's why. That's why he needs it.
Oh. I had to. Not the L.
Why are you coughing? It's okay.
My legs, my kidneys,
Well.
something in this area hurts.
So, as you asked, there is a potion of animal friendship. There is.
Why are you laughing?
How many are you gonna kidnap now?
Finish reading the list. I'll get to you later.
There is a potion of climbing. There is
You
a.
have wings.
You need to stop. Don't make me bring up that
There's
puzzle.
a potion of poison, and there is a potion of water breathing.
What does the poison one do?
The poison one?
Poison.
Don't drink it.
This concoction looks, smells, and tastes like a potion of healing or other beneficial potion. However, it is actually a poison masked by illusion magic.
You are not allowed to have that.
How much
If
is
you
the water
drink,
one?
if you drink it, you take 3d6 poison damage, and you must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or be poisoned. At the start of each of your turns, while you are poisoned, in this way, you take 3d6 poison damage. At the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw. On a successful save, the poison damage you take on your subsequent turns decreases by 1d6. Poison ends when the damage decreases you to 0.
I mean, that's useful if you're trying to kill one of your allies.
Or you
Keep that one to
forget
myself.
during battle which one it is.
The water breathing one, and how much is that one?
The water breathing one, that is.
It's in the vessel with the pestle, right?
Huh?
The poison's in the vessel with the pestle?
120 gold.
And how long would it last?
You can breathe underwater for 1 hour.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
Do you have a pencil I made borrow? Please. And how much was it?
120 gold.
This has no eraser.
Oh, you wanted an eraser? I thought you wanted a pencil.
Not
This
even-
likes-
Thank you.
You were talking about breathing
This one
underwater.
actually does have an eraser, but I don't.
Oh, your air genasi?
Oh, okay, okay.
You actually tried something different besides a barbarian? Alright.
Well, nobody else did it. I did it.
I'm away learning potion.
You're learning the potion. Anything else anybody wants to do really quick before we jump into the looking for
Jump to the library.
Like maybe a carving knife of some sort. Something not cut through most things.
Like for meat or like for whittling?
The blade of butchering.
Sure, I'll take that.
Alright, so
Oh, I was being serious.
what you want a butchering knife?
Something like that that'll
I
cut
just made
through
it
most
sound
things,
cool.
yeah.
The blade of butchering.
I mean your axe can cut through most things.
I meant more
More
without...
handheld portable?
More of
Yeah.
more of a finesse thing.
Yes.
There's plenty of hand axes that can cut through a lot of things.
I got hand axes.
I have hand axe.
Fine, I'll use my hand axes.
I mean, you have hand axes. You can get some daggers, some swords. You can find specific like hunting daggers that would, be
How
used
much
for
those
that.
run?
Hunting dagger, 10 gold.
Oh yeah, we need a couple daggers now.
Well, that what?
Oh, I left my daggers in the fog.
Whoa.
When did you lose your daggers in the fog?
I put the rope up with the bells on.
Oh, that's right.
Nope, wrong campaign. I have wrong.
Love that movie.
It's a classic.
So will it increase my chances at all of, having better cuts of things?
Yeah. It'll probably
Okay.
give you like a +1 to like the survival checks that they have to do when you cut.
Okay, fine. I'll take one. You said 10?
So a regular dagger costs 2 gold. So if you're trying to get regular daggers, it's just 2 gold. But a hunting dagger does cost 10 gold.
2 gold.
Because it gives you a +1 to survival checks when you're trying to finesse stuff like that.
So, the dagger of gutting.
Oh, let me get in them
Let's
guts.
go with that.
You call it whatever you want.
It's a hunting dagger, but yes.
How much for 10 lightning arrows?
10 lightning arrows. That would be.
We're having a lightning cell right now. It's a great cell.
I still have 5 left. I bought a lot last time.
Everything's
I did
going
forget about
quick.
lightning arrows. Thank you very much.
Because it's an arrow.
I was just waiting for
It's
everyone to
going
get done.
quick. It was a slightly broken. Potions are not working.
Okay, so for 10 lightning arrows, that is 50 gold each, so 500 gold.
Okay.
Alright.
Change it to a
Alright. What just happened? What? Okay, anyways, alright, so you guys spend most of the day doing some shopping, getting some supplies. It's around.
You go to a library?
Hold on. Let me get to where we're at right now. I won't. I haven't. What have I been saying? Is this what we want to do before we go to the library? Because that I do want to roleplay. So you guys spend several hours shopping, finding all this stuff. What else?
Jerky.
Oh gosh. 3 gold. You have plenty of jerky to last you
10.
for. Huh?
10.
You're doing 10 gold?
Worth of jerky.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, yes, so, it's around 5 o'clock in the afternoon by the time you guys start to make your way to, the temple of, what now?
Nothing.
Lystris.
Lystris?
Yes.
Licorice.
This is why you need some education.
No, sorry. I think it was Istis that I actually said last week.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Yeah, it was Istis.
It's just.
So, you guys make your way to the temple of Istis, the goddess of knowledge and chaos.
Sounds like a fun time.
Well, those are her domains, sorry, but she is actually the goddess of fate and destiny.
knowledge domain.
Mm-hmm.
You might not see them come.
You might.
Or you might be
You want to come with? Tell us him.
I would like to.
I'm sure you would. You should join me.
Well,
Oh, you're all going.
I assumed most of you were going, except for Bibbles because he's doing his own thing. But the rest of the party begins to make their way through the city. As you do, you find this massive, beautiful temple filled with gold and silver, basically trimmings around it. As you guys approach, you see there are several. The primary group that goes to this temple is the Loxodons, the elephant race. As you guys get closer, they see you, and there's a look of recognition on their faces. And they just give you a brief bow before they open the doors. The doors open, you all step through, and you see a beautiful chapel before you. Massive. I thought you were about to ask a question. A huge podium at the end, about 100 yards down. You see many pews where there are several creatures sitting, many of them bowing in reverence. But as you walk down the center of the aisle, you do see the familiar Loxodon from earlier that day. Nyla steps forward and does a slight bow. And he reaches his hand out. Welcome. Whoever takes it, yeah. You all kind of step forward a little bit. And he's just like, welcome to the beloved temple of Istis. What is it that you wish to seek again?
Well, as you can see, I've been blessed with a companion.
Oh, that actually reminds me. As you guys have walked through the city, there have been so many curious eyes on all of you. The drakes, more than normal, yes. The drakes have definitely caught the eye of many people, but the rose gold dragon wormling that has been walking with your party has caught many eyes, and there have been several people who have actually come. That just reminded me. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot he was there. But several people have actually come forward, and many of them, either very wealthy people or their butlers, have come up and said, "How much for your dragon wormling? We would be very interested in acquiring such a magnificent creature."
It's obviously not for sale.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sure you couldn't possibly? And they're like, several times they open up coin purses.
Gotta be a net in it.
There have been like a few that have been very offended by the fact you would not even consider selling. But yeah, there's
How dare they be offended?
there's very pompous rich people in the capital. Like it's just the way it is sometimes. But yeah, you've been accosted many times throughout the day asking about your dragon. Some of them just general inquiries, but most of the time it's people wanting to purchase or asking where you got it and stuff like that. Throughout the day, the dragon has definitely, at first, kind of interested in the attention, but as the day wore on, he was just kind of like a little bit of smoke coming from his nose, very frustrated dealing with this. Yes, as you guys make your way to the temple, he is also welcomed in along with all your drakes. Yes, I could see you have wanted to learn how to communicate with your young friend here.
Do you happen to have any books where I can learn Draconic or something about, how to train a dragon? It was too easy.
It really was.
If I had the dice, I would have thrown it.
Was. Huh?
If I had the dice, I would have thrown it.
It's in my hand. I'm
No, I
debating
like that
it.
one. Leave it
It was
alone.
T-balled right there, just sitting.
Unfortunately, we have no books on how to train your dragon.
I'd be surprised if there were, but I at least like to be able to communicate with them.
Excuse me, I have a hiccup.
If I can I'd like to learn his language, and potentially he can learn ours as well.
Indeed. An admirable goal. Yes, if you'll follow me, I can just take you to some books that may be able to help you with this. And you see him continue moving down the aisle, but he also turns to another door that leads off into a distance.
Do drakes speak Draconic as well?
They understand.
They understand. Oh yeah, they cannot speak Draconic. Tell us. As you are walking through this temple, you see several of the members of this temple. They give you a slight nod, as you do have the pendant of Moradin.
I said this, not these.
The hand motion was close enough.
So I was like,
She's
oh,
got
okay.
wings, you know.
I don't think the
knew why.
Loxodons are going to be into that.
Mammals are mammals.
Okay. this.
Humans are also
Let's
animals.
continue on.
Anywho,
I didn't do that, but okay.
there are several who give you slight nods, and even as you move through, knowing this is a completely different god's temple, there still is that warmth and comfort that you feel when in the Temple of Mord. Knowing that this is a place of knowledge, this is a place where people come to seek answers. And it just kind of reaffirms that you probably should be making a little more contact with your god, as you have not done so for quite some time.
Fair enough.
It's true.
But
I'm not a kid or anything.
huh?
Oh,
She started it. I'm just putting it into it.
I don't even know what I did.
wow.
Throwing pebbles over here.
It's over.
That was kind of more of a rock, but all right.
It's
That was
fine.
a-
I was
damn
stoned
boulder
earlier.
about here.
Rubbing off. Moving on. All right. Yes. Thank you.
Anyways, he leads you down this small hallway, and then it opens up into a massive library. There are books, there's ladders that go up, these massive shelves, probably 40, 50 feet tall. Books all along the walls, a room that's even bigger than the chapel itself. And it's just completely lined with shelves full of books. There are several desks in the center where there are people studying, reading. Welcome to our library. You said you wish to have books on Draconic.
Yes.
He turns to a Owlin that is close by. Excuse me, we need the books on how to speak Draconic.
We're not related, are we?
No. This is more of a kind of a reddish, feathered owlet, and he just sort of, very well, flies up into the air, takes off down the aisles, and you see him stop, wings flapping, just inspecting some of the books, and then he grabs one, opens it, puts it back, grabs another, tucks it into his cloak, waits some few more moments, grabs another, and tucks it in his cloak, and flies back over to you. These, I believe, shall suffice. And he hands them to the Loxodon. Loxodon takes them. Please, follow me. He leads you all to a very large table. It is completely empty, and he sets the books down. This should help all of you learn Draconic, those of you who wish to do so. There are many ways to teach you here, but yes, this should help you all, as I see many of you have drakes that you would wish to communicate with, as well as your dragon.
Are all 3 books the same?
It's 2 books.
Oh, 2 books.
No, there are different things in each of these books.
Oh, what are the specialties of each book?
So he pulls one. This is a beginner's guide to speaking Draconic, and this one is Draconic for Dummies.
Those seem quite fitting.
Okay, don't make it obvious.
But I believe with a group such as yours, you should be able to work together to learn this language in a timely manner. And should you wish to come back, you may continue to read these books as well.
Can I purchase more books to take on the road to
Like a
hone
library?
in my skills? I suppose,
Check out
if
the
I need
books.
to bring it back or mail it back at some point once we're done.
Let me speak with our transcriber and see if we have other copies of these before I say, yes, we can sell these. Give me a moment. And you see
Of
him
course.
walk away. But while he is away, you guys do have the books available to you. Do you guys wish to study them? Do you want to...
They're right there.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
some notes.
All right. So,
Dive
take a
right
little bit
in.
of time studying the books. You also have Aranel, who speaks Draconic and can actually coach you guys a little bit as well. But everybody go ahead and who is studying, make intelligence checks.
I'm actually fluently speaking.
You what?
Oh,
Yeah. I know. That's why you're
it
helping.
went from 2 to 18.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
what was the language I was supposed to be?
I didn't know.
That's what we're doing right now.
Filthy 20.
She was gonna help me with Draconic, like, way back.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
okay, well, I'll help you with
What
it
kind
now.
of check?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna disappear
Intelligence.
way back when.
That's one with
I'm
the
not even there,
INT
so I don't know who you're
next to
talking
it.
to right now.
Clearly, it's not Aaron.
Actually,
It's only
because you
a
guys
plus
do
one.
have Aranel helping you, everybody gets advantage.
Roll again.
Okay.
Everybody has advantage because Aranel is helping.
No,
Well, that
solid.
helps.
Solid.
Dirty 20 was better.
What is that?
Well,
19.
dirty 20.
Okay, so 2 dirty 20s,
19.
19.
It's a 20 and a negative
Oh,
one.
I have a 17.
That's not
That
bad.
one's
17.
19.
See?
So, okay.
Does it still
Yeah,
count as rolling a 20 if you're a negative
students.
1 though?
apparently.
Is it a nat 20?
Yeah.
That's a DM call.
That's still a negative.
You gave me the advantage. I rolled 18 before.
Okay. Yeah, but you with your natural 20s. Holy shit.
I could get at least.
Yeah. Loaded dice, got it. No, but yeah, you guys spend a good amount of time studying, learning some of this stuff. The Lockstone does come back. We do not currently have a copy of this book, but you seem to be learning quickly. You guys are learning a couple of different verbs and stuff like that. Aranel has drawn up flashcards, and she's going, wagon, run, run, run.
I want to hear
And
it
you-
now.
And you all
Personally offended.
What?
Is
Do
it
with
possible
you,
to have
okay?
these books copied onto sheets of papers or scrolls?
We could potentially do that. That will cost you, however.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. For 50 gold, we could have
Not
a
that
copy.
bad.
Yeah, done.
Per page?
No. For the whole book.
Hey, don't be giving them like
For the whole book, as it will take.
willing, but I might be broke.
It will also take a couple of days for someone to be able to transcribe the entire.
I was
book.
gonna say.
I expect it. We'll be here for at least a few more days.
Very well. We will begin transcribing as soon as you leave.
Alrighty.
All right. So you guys spend several hours working on this. How many hours do you want to work on it? With those high rolls, it was pretty good.
So the longer we
It
go
is-
with that roll, the better we do.
Pretty much.
Was it Eldath guy here? Oh, Loxodon Eldath that wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
talk
who's
about my
talking to you
dragon?
right now.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I had a list of things to do.
Okay. What you have to do?
I say 6.
Is he still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're probably sure.
It's a long
So
day of
Eldath,
studying
what
for
did
you,
you
big
want to
guy.
talk to me about with my
6 is
companion?
bigger than 2.
Yes. I wish to speak to you about how
I'm not saving anybody next time.
Guys,
how such a dragon could come into existence. This is not a common creature.
He is quite unique.
You see the dragon get all a little puffed up a little bit, like he's super proud. He is. This is a new breed of dragon, and it's something that we personally would like to document. We believe that such a thing, in the hands of a knowledge god, is something very important. So we would request an artist come in, draw your dragon, and we would like to record knowledge that he actually exists.
Well, by all means, while we're here studying, do as much doodling as you'd like.
Very well. Thank you for such an honor.
Should probably ask Soulfire how he feels about being studied, since he is sentient.
He's ahead of not asking.
Erna, how do I ask that question to Soulfire?
Okay.
No, how do you say it though?
I swear.
that's
Sign language, I get it.
It's not weird.
Yes, what you guys didn't realize is that Draconic is only sign
I'm
language.
sure it is.
That's what it sounds like that one's spoken.
As you begin to explain to this young baby dragon what is about to be required, you definitely see there's some hesitancy. He's not sure how he
I'm
feels
gonna let him know
about.
he doesn't have to agree.
He looks over at Garadon.
I'll kneel down, give him those screechy scratches. You'll be safe as long as you're with us.
Don't remember our fight.
And we're not doing anything anyways. So,
Does the dragon even understand him?
No, he's that, like He's starting to pick up little things.
Like little
He's
tidbits.
Like when a dog hears ball.
yeah, stuff like that.
What?
Outside?
But he's definitely starting to kind of he spent time with you guys and he's heard you guys speak in common, so he's starting to learn some
Good.
things.
Okay.
He eventually. Yes, I'll allow it.
He agrees.
I knew they would. He's pretty
He's a little
confident.
hesitant, so
Yeah, as expected. This is all kind of unusual to everyone here.
I do have one small request that may be a little
Oh,
out
boy.
of bounds.
Aaron Elspeth goes from
Given his rarity, a rose gold dragon, might we have one of his scales?
absolutely.
I don't think that's going to be quite likely.
If it sheds naturally, just give us one of his scales. We won't yank one off of him. That's
Better
brutal.
not.
We're asking that if eventually he sheds one of his scales, that you maybe let us have one.
Oh, I'll certainly be collecting them. I know
I would do.
the dragon scales are quite valuable.
They can be, and especially a rose gold dragon that has, as far as we know, never existed. This would definitely be quite rare.
Well, if none of them flake off in the near future, I mail some to you in the future.
Very well, thank you. I know that is a lot to ask, but it is something that would definitely help us in our research and also, just having this knowledge available.
Yeah. He's quite young, so he's probably not going to shed any scales too often at the moment.
I would imagine.
Do dragons molt?
I was gonna say they do the opposite of these growing.
They do not. They don't shed skin or anything like that,
Right.
but as they grow, their scales are much smaller right now, and they will eventually begin to. He'll grow bigger scales to accommodate his size. So as he grows, the smaller scales will start falling off, and larger scales will take their place. All right. So. You guys spend a good 5-6 hours studying. After your permission is granted and Soulfire, you see several people come in. They begin to study him. They're like lifting his tail. They're checking his talons, and they're very curious about all the different things. And overall, eventually one of them comes forward. He is a very healthy dragon. I hope he continues to grow larger and larger, and we would like to compliment him on his beauty. You're gorgeous. And even that, he's just kind of like, more so understanding the emotions that are coming out rather than the words themselves, but he gets very proud and a little cocky.
That's right, I'm pretty.
Gary.
Yes.
Maybe we should ask, what is, the librarian, that's what he is?
Uh,
The lockstone.
what was that?
What is he?
Elda?
Yeah, Eldeath.
Okay, maybe we should ask him if he wants a scale or two. Maybe we could have him join our party as a silent scribe to document everything.
So Elda has to follow us around?
He wants to learn more about the dragon. He gets his knowledge and information. We get our journeys and stuff documented.
It's really not a bad idea.
We're
I don't think
frequently
he'd
in
be-
He's still there, by the way.
Well, I pulled him aside.
Oh, okay, you pulled him
Yeah,
aside.
that's why I said Gary.
He's right there, like, what?
He's not
Yeah.
exactly someone like say can blend into the group by any means.
He's about the same size as Luke.
Oh, I thought he was
okay.
like huge,
He's pretty big.
like ducking into this room.
No.
I've been picturing Babylon.
He's about the same size as
Or
Luke.
have
What a
someone
reference.
in his
The little green suit.
and one of his researchers do it for him.
Yeah, I don't suppose there's anything wrong with that. Give me a little assistance along the way. I'm sure they can be helpful.
It'll help us learn more about him as well.
Elda, do you know Draconic?
Oh, turn that chainsaw off.
I don't even know what happened.
What are you gonna use those indoors?
Drums.
I've learned a little bit over my time. I don't speak it fluently, but I can speak a little bit.
Okay. Well, Irina has a good point. If you're wanting to learn more about my dragon, if you'd like to join us on our adventures, it is going to be quite dangerous.
No, I'm sorry. My place is here. As much as I would love to follow and learn more about Soulfire, was it?
Yes.
As much as I'd love to learn more about Soulfire, I'm afraid that I belong here. This is my home. This is where I need to continue my research.
That makes sense. I'm not surprised. Or at least that's a good idea from here now. Please give you that offer.
Indeed. But unfortunately, no. You heard some of your tales, where you've been. As much as I like to think of myself as a capable person, I don't want to deal with giants and other things of that sort.
We don't need to add anyone else to the death toll. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Oh.
Never mind.
Perhaps once we're back in town, we can, he can interview us and then record our deeds from a place of safety.
Your deeds have already been somewhat recorded.
Who knows? Who knows what we've done?
I mean, as you guys have come back and told people of your exploits, word is beginning to spread of the displaced eight. You have successfully virtually nullified a slave ring that was happening in Bescal. You have come here and you helped us with a problem that we had with an undead infestation, along with an unknown cult that we were attempting to deal with. You have already done several impressive deeds, and the word is beginning to spread.
For your research, if you want to write things down, I can send back the information along the way as we learn more about him.
I
As he
certainly
gets
wouldn't
older,
say no to such things.
I can always write you.
Very well. My
Just write down your
mailing
research
address
paper.
is, and he gives you information.
Give me your homework. I'll fill it out for you.
This is what we need to know, and he starts writing down. We want to know how much his wingspan grows, how quickly he grows, his tail length, his talon length, teeth length, all that kind of stuff, just to measure it against the growth of other dragons as well. See if there's any growth limitations, growth accelerations, anything like that.
All right, and I'll do my best to do that for you.
Thank you. Just let him write down.
Just
All right.
imagining Gary assembling a baby
6
book for
hours
the
later.
dragon.
Yeah. So, as you guys continue to study and learn this different language, you start to learn with all your roles. You all learn certain phrases. You learn "Donde está la biblioteca?" But you're starting to learn small bits of Draconic.
Stop.
Um,
No, we don't.
What'd you say?
Nice.
I said, tengo dos arañas en mis pantalones.
Well, something in your pants. I
She
just
has
don't know
two
what it
spiders
was.
in her pants.
Huh?
She has two spiders in her pants.
Two spiders in her pants.
Because one wasn't
Okay.
enough, apparently.
But you guys spend about 5-6 hours studying, getting Soulfire studied before you guys eventually are more or less told to leave because it is getting dark. Although it's actually past dark at this point, but everybody wants to go home. So you guys are eventually led out of the temple, and you guys are given lodgings at the Flying Dove, which is the familiar tavern you guys were at before.
Any specific commands that we learned?
What commands did you want to learn?
I wasn't ready for that question.
Eat. Or I suppose sick'em. Attack.
Attack. It was a good.
You guys can very easily with those rolls. You guys can learn attack, stay,
Friend.
Friend.
Go for the booty hole.
That's not even.
That's attack.
guard.
Yes, but it's a specific kind of attack.
and
Ball.
Fetch me
Wonkies?
fetch me their testicles.
That's
Awfully specific.
It would be.
Let's see.
their soul.
Attack,
Wait.
guard, stay,
Friend.
friend.
Play
Quiet, maybe like quiet or.
You can learn quiet.
Yeah. For stealthiness.
Exactly.
And then there's just a couple other phrases. You guys can choose what phrases you guys wanted to learn specifically that Aranel could have helped to teach you along with the books that you had.
I'd say that's a good start. Poking beer for a few days. I'll add
Follow.
on like bite, claw, tail, breath weapon type stuff.
Okay, yeah, because you have those options. All right, so yeah, you add those on. But if there's any like specific phrasings you guys wanted to learn for your dragon or your drakes to, you know, obey, then you can certainly do this as well. All right, so you guys make your way to the tavern. Nyla does join you. Bibbles, you were actually at the tavern before them because they took a little bit longer in the library than you would have with your classes. But you all see Bibbles sitting at a table waiting for you all. His tanned skin getting a little bit of attention now, as he was not here previously. But Nyla leads you guys in, and you see several people excited to see her, as this is royalty stepping into a tavern. And people move out of the way. A large table is ready for you all, and Bibbles joins you all. So, I heard that you took care of everything that was going on that I was supposed to go and do with my men before we were set upon.
Yeah. We killed a lot.
the coffee.
Okay, always a man of many words. Did my phone just disconnect? Awkward silence.
No, I was gonna ask, in our absence, does any events occur in the land?
No, it's actually been relatively quiet. The news you brought today of the red dragon that may be wandering around definitely caused a little anxiety with my father. But as of right now, nothing too crazy has happened.
Does he have a past with dragons?
No, but an ancient red dragon wandering around your kingdom is, is
yeah.
definitely
That
nerve-wracking. It's not something you see every day.
I was just concerned maybe he'd been attacked by a dragon, and my little guy might be a little nervous.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
I'm thirsty. Have a drink, please.
Drinks are brought to your table. Ale that you remember from last time, so there's some wine. There's some coffee that is brought forward as well a little bit later. The Furbolg in charge, she steps up. I remember you. Here's your coffee. And she hands you the coffee. Sarsaparilla, if I remember correctly, because she did have sarsaparilla for Stephen and so Pearson. Sorry, she does bring sarsaparilla out for Pearson. And yeah,
I'll have some of what Pearson's having as well.
you want some sarsaparilla as well? Very well.
Is that like made out of roots or something? What
No.
is it?
It's just a. I know. Just playing along. But she brings out some more sarsaparilla for you as well. But you all have a fun evening, enjoying some food. Nyla asking you questions about your adventure, getting a little more detail than what you guys gave to the court, like explicit detail. She asks about the beholder. She asks about the cult itself. Just genuine curiosity and wanting to hear your tales. You see the excitement on her face, also the terror at certain points of the tale, and you sure have been through a lot.
Steven trying to move past the little keg.
What?
I said Steven trying to move past the little keg.
Stephen trying to move
Yeah, when he tried to kick me down the hole when he was.
Oh, Pearson.
Pearson.
Yeah.
When he was mind controlled by the beholder.
Oh,
You didn't mean it.
yeah. Well, beholders are. Sorry, I just had a Charlie horse in my leg.
That's not good.
I should have a banana. Would you like a banana?
No, I'm okay. That just
potassium.
it just kind of hit me all of a sudden. That was really weird. Sorry about that. Well, beholders are terrifying creatures who can
Indeed.
change the minds of many people. But I'm glad that you all made it through with some difficulties, but you made it through. But yes, your adventures are traveling with you for the period of time that I did. I know your adventures are quite interesting at all
Yeah.
times, and I'm just so happy that we were able to meet. And it's just been a long, long journey for all of
It's
us.
very nice to be back and relaxing and not. Yeah, I'm liking this.
Indeed, and just so happy.
Hungry.
Of course, and food is eventually brought out. It is delicious, meat,
you.
vegetables. There's a variety of different foods for all of you to enjoy, and it's pretty good.
Hey, Nyla, are you going to keep adventuring?
I don't think I will. As royal, I need to stay here. My brother will be getting maybe when he's a little bit older, and perhaps when he's married, and maybe I might have a little bit more leeway. But until then, obviously, we must protect our line. Our dynasty needs to survive. But when my brother gets a little older, perhaps I will attempt to go adventuring. But
You seem to have a lot of fun with us.
I
in
do.
between the
I do.
trauma.
It's definitely something I want to do. I don't want to always be here. This is.
And you got magic now.
I do.
Which is really cool.
I've even gotten a little better.
Really? What have you been doing?
She looks around, and at the exact moment, Lokeg does spill some food on his chest from eating.
I'll get that.
She casts prestidigitation on Lokeg and cleans him up.
Poor Lokeg.
Thank you.
Just call him Mr. Clean.
But I have several other things that I can do now. I can cast at second level spells now.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
Do you get to use those a lot around the palace?
Depending on the situation, I can use a few spells here and there. But not really. It's not perfect, but it is a responsibility. But, one day, maybe I might leave this place and go on my own adventures. I look forward to it.
That's exciting. Do you want to join us?
I would love to, but I don't think that would be the best idea right now. My father might be slightly frustrated if I did so.
I understand. You're very precious to him, I can tell.
Yes, he cares about all of us.
Who's with him here?
So
At this
anymore.
point now, I feel like I need to go pray. So. You told me I needed to.
You did.
I feel
I did.
like I need to.
Is there any more things going on around?
Make a perception check.
No, I meant I was asking her the question.
Same game. We're at
Oh,
nighttime eating dinner.
Things
No.
that need killing,
No, not that I'm aware of.
like zombies.
It seems, talking to my father, I told him about how when I was taken by the giants, I was moved from different camps, and according to my father, there have been no reports of kidnappings or abductions or anything like that here in Bascal. I believe that, Jerusalem Empire. I believe that in Bascal, being such a much more vast country than ours, it allowed for them to hide themselves a little better than they could here in Jerusalem. So they haven't made any attempts here yet, and since you guys stopped them in Bascal, I'm assuming they don't want to attempt it here.
Okay. What time is it now?
Right now, it's about 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Okay. I'm gonna retire to go pray.
Have a good night, Telsing.
Always.
It is actually getting late. Perhaps I should head back to the keep and be with my family. But
Yeah, sure.
it was great traveling with you all again. If you want to do more exploring tomorrow, please come to the keep and I'll go with you. If not, no worries. But I hope to see you again soon. And she stands up. As she does, you see many people in the tavern all instantly bow their heads as she stands up and she walks out.
Please, I'm a commoner.
And as she walks out, you see there are 4 or 5 people that stand up, and you see the royal symbol as they stand up, open up as the cloaks open up, and you realize you've been followed all day by several guards who have been following Nyla to make sure she's been protected, and they all walk out at the exact same time. The not so good Secret Service.
Tavern just goes empty.
Not exact, not
This
fully
whole
empty,
bar,
but there's
there's no bar.
like,
She was
It's
protected.
not even coffee.
They were literally the ones who brought her back.
yeah, but I mean they still want royal guards keeping her. Like eventually she was going to leave you guys as she does now, and they want royal guards with her.
I feel pretty safe. But that being said, is Telesing safe to wander around back to a temple unescorted, or should we escort her?
That she's retiring. No,
She's going to
Going
the
to bed.
pray.
I'm gonna
Is that
pray.
just upstairs?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in the building, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure that you're
Yeah, you guys were all given rooms here.
Yeah, in the
safe.
All right, thank you. 'Cause I remember being in the building.
As
Yeah,
you
I
step
would
in, there are
say
20
first.
assassins.
I
in
know,
your
right?
room.
Red room, go.
red room,
Got the
Red room 2.
electric booth.
50 Shades Darker.
Oh.
Crazy.
Wow, nice, nice. I like that.
So do
come
you like
on.
perch on the headboard of the bed? Or
No, I think
No,
normal.
she-
bed?
She purchased on his
normal.
head, that's right.
What's
Wow.
normal
Which-
for you,
which head?
though? Isn't necessary. Oh.
You know.
No, but you guys continue to enjoy your food. Is there anything you guys wish to do before you all go to bed?
Brush my teeth.
For the first time in the entire campaign, Medina brushes her teeth.
And Aranel is so grateful.
Go take a shower.
For the first time in this
Legitimate
campaign,
one.
Garda. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be spraying Axe body spray all over me.
Oh,
Yikes.
What are you guys doing with your guard drakes and your dragon?
mine's with me, no? It's so small.
Yeah.
Yes or
They're
no?
all just in the building.
As you guys,
How big is
They're
it?
not our wolves.
Oh, okay.
these guard drakes are
Who's
not
gonna tell them
quite
no?
the size of the wolves, but they're pretty good size.
Who's gonna tell them no? I'm gonna
Um,
add no to my phrase book.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's a good one to have.
He's my emotional support dragon. So
Nice.
he's gonna come in with me.
Wow. Gonna just break the entire building for it, but alright.
Wow.
I'm gonna have a special vest made just for him.
Wow.
Here's like $100.
From the Amazon.
$100, that's 100 gold. Or silver.
I actually did have questions, DM. Is it possible to use some of the extra dragon skills to make barding for our?
Did you not see my text back to you?
No, I've been paying attention to the plot.
Oh, good. I did text you back, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
it says yes.
it does, because that's what I sent. So as you guys begin to kind of go upstairs with your drakes, the Furbolg, excuse me, our rooms aren't exactly, and she's looking at the claws and stuff like that. She's just like, our rooms are, very nice rooms. They're not really made for such exquisite creatures, such as yours.
I'll toss him 5 gold. And just
Just
keep on
picks-
walking.
Just picks it up.
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Make
I'm gonna keep walking with my
make a
dragon.
persuasion check.
You don't even check. Even catches it.
They stopped, but that's still good. Persuasion. Nice. 21.
Dang.
It's persuasive.
He's like,
Five
Walked
gold
off
a lot,
like a
though.
G.
I've told a lot.
And you're like, and then Tell Us Things like, and here's 2 copper.
For your trouble. So, just ease on down.
Please be careful with everything in there. And she allows everybody to take their drakes up to their room
I appreciate
with some hesitancy, but she's like,
They'll be on the my market sheet.
all right.
Do they use like a sandbox? Like,
Good question.
You haven't had them indoors yet.
Listen, I would hope while they were outside they've been going to the bathroom, okay?
I take mine out for one little quick look around. See if it has to go potty.
Okay.
just a walkie?
Take them for walkies.
How do you
Can I be one
say?
commands?
How do you say bathroom in your comic?
Poopy?
Aaron tells you how to say bathroom.
Which
I'm
is,
sorry, I don't understand. What was it? Can you just go
I'll make
ahead
sure we get the
and-
enunciation
Sure can.
right.
And yeah, I need to make sure I get the enunciation correct. Can we go ahead and just hear something?
Correct dialect a little bit.
I want to make sure they get,
Bathroom.
yeah.
Upwards inflection or downwards inflection?
Yeah, it's about getting the accent really right. You know,
We
like,
gotta get the accent right, or else it's gonna be bad. Because what if I go to say bathroom, but instead I say bite his butt? I don't know. I need to hear
those
this.
two phrases are actually very,
Very
similar.
similar.
I know.
Because of
That's
the
what I'm
butt.
They are.
saying. Is
The
so. Can we just go ahead? I need a little something here.
Take your guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so is it rurrit or rurrit?
Should have figured it out while we were studying for 6 hours.
Oh,
I'm
sure,
going
you
to
weren't
bed.
I
able to
was
study.
doing a potion. I wasn't even there.
it's true. So he doesn't.
That's
So
what-
is it rurrit or rurrit?
Here's what I wrote.
Rurro. Rurro. I gotta pee,
It's
Randy.
probably Rurro.
Does mine
That
go
sounds right.
outside?
Yes, as you
Great.
go outside, it
We
does
just do
seem to
take
relieve
good
himself.
And I tell
Draconic
him, good
for
job.
the rest of the game.
And then we go upstairs.
Okay.
Roof it.
So, you all make your way to your rooms. Your drakes following you, obeying the commands that you guys know.
Stay floor.
Add that to your list.
I'm gonna say stay on the floor. Don't have any.
Rit.
I say climb.
Do you let it on the bed?
I mean, it's not my bed.
No.
Okay.
No.
Aaron's like, the
I
fuck?
didn't put no deposit down.
My
Yeah.
bed, no. An
I'll
upwards
sleep on
bed,
the
sure.
ground.
Okay,
with
never
mine.
mind. No,
I'm
no,
good.
no,
Um,
no, no.
It's just very confused now because you said bed, then you said no, and it's like
Pat, pat,
I'm gonna
no.
tell it to go sleep with mine.
No.
goes over, sleeps with the other one on the floor.
I'm gonna let mine crawl in.
I sleep on the floor.
Your
Your dragon's
dragon
gonna break the bed.
is crawling into the bed with you.
That'll be alright.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay,
Our
so
bed
as the dragon crawls into the bed, the bed breaks.
Oh, so much for being careful.
I'm gonna give it a little bit more
You're
this time.
fire cold.
Well, I mean, really, how much does a bed cost?
No.
Quick, crash visitation. I'm just kidding.
It's a nice amendment.
It's clean.
Shit, it's not working.
One of us should pick up bending.
I have it actually for.
But
I,
yeah, the dragon does not fit in the bed, and it
I
does
hear-
not. The bed breaks as soon as it crawls in.
do we hear this shattered bed?
I'm still
It
gonna
was-
lay there in the bed.
It was definitely a loud noise.
Jinx.
The dragon does move over and get on the floor, but does sleep close by.
All right.
Before I go to sleep, Ariel's gonna go to Gary's room, knowing it's him. Because who else was gonna break the bed and disobey the rules of being careful?
I mean, Loki could have broken the bed.
Wait, where are the rules at?
We left them.
I never saw the rules of being careful.
That explains a lot.
I mean, right? I've never been
The wolves aren't gonna break the bed getting on top of them.
She's all yelling from the hall.
Didn't the lady you just paid off say, "Please be careful"?
I've got
Okay,
more.
anyways.
I've got more gold.
Stimulating the local
Knockety knock
economy.
knock. Mr. Garrison.
Oh, I thought we were talking. Oh. Yes.
Need your bed fixed?
Are you a carpenter?
I have mending.
What's that do?
Fixes your bed. That
Oh,
everyone heard you break. Thank you, actually.
Sure, I didn't. We could have really used this with the cart.
Could've. I didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
On
Okay,
those
so
days.
mending like
Dang.
prestidigitation does have its limits. It can't just fix everything. So the cart, for instance, when it was completely shattered, it would not have
Probably
done
not
anything.
have been work. It
That was a
mends.
good
Doesn't
try.
completely fix splintered.
I mean, you can just do piece by piece.
I'm assuming the bed kind of just went, and all the legs just popped off.
Oh.
Did you really splinter all the legs?
It didn't splinter all the legs, but it did definitely break the legs, and some of the. Oh gosh, what is the
Box?
What?
It's not the box. There's not really a box spring. It's like the wooden pallets that go
The
across
frame?
the frame. Thank you. It definitely broke parts of the frame as well. You would have to cast mending to fully repair it. You'd probably have to cast mending at least 6, maybe 7 times to actually repair the whole bed. Do you have 6 or 7?
Cantrip, isn't it?
It's not a cantrip. It's
Oh.
a level spell. I think it's a first level spell.
Yeah, it's the first level.
But you can cast it at 2nd level.
What if it's like upcasted to like?
Okay, if I use it
6?
second level, how many?
It's still the same thing because it's
Okay.
only doing the same amount. But I think you just have to use up your spell slots.
That's fine. I'm about to
Go
have a
to
bed.
bed.
I'll use all my first and second level
She gets
spells.
attacked.
Yeah, because nothing's gonna attack you in the
No.
middle of the night. That's never happened. Anyways,
Dude, I'm not like
Just
just
let
no.
him pay the money.
Fine, whatever.
no, you
I
can.
will-
If you want to do the mending, you certainly can. I'm just messing.
I'll accept your patronage if you want to fix my mistakes. I'm also ready
Unless
to
you wanna
pay her
pay for the
additional
gold.
gold as well.
I think she paid the gold. That'd be a new bed. I'm not there. I'm sorry.
You're praying.
It's good.
Do you want me to fix it so you can get a good night's rest, or do you want to just pay for it?
Oh, I was gonna sleep on it as it is.
All right.
Let's just get a good night's rest.
Just try not to break anything else.
I'll leave a nice tip for the lady.
Oh God. Good night, Gary.
This says mending's a
Midnight.
cantrip.
Which one are you
So the
looking at?
2024 version?
Is it
or
2024?
Oh, I
2024?
don't know.
That would be the dilemma.
Alright, I'm gonna pipe in with Morden. Thankful for safe travels and for bringing Felix back. I was last time I checked in with him, and he did help with that. Give grace. Thank you for that.
Transmute
It's
cantrip.
5e.
Just ask for guidance when it comes to our group, what to do next. We seem to be in like a not a standstill, but in a resolve to something really, really huge. Where should we be going next? Ask for more leadership in that way and guidance for the group as a whole, not just for myself. And more Thanksgiving. So all those things.
So as you pray, go ahead and make a religion check, please.
Four.
4.
Five.
Five. You get the sense that your prayer was not unheard, but it's been a while since you prayed, and it's not. It's been a while.
Luck.
Fell asleep.
Roll again.
Ah, you're using your luck. Okay.
Oh, it's not that bad. I love it.
11. Okay. You definitely feel like your prayer was heard.
There you go.
Not acknowledged, but heard.
I'll take hurt over nothing.
All right. All right.
Wait, isn't the end of the day?
It is.
Yeah,
the
I
end.
did.
it's
I
where
did
I went to bed.
Again.
I was gonna say it re-rolls.
One me.
Mending with a
Two.
cantrip.
It does that as I sleep, right? I get the 3 every sleep.
Correct.
Rolling again for luck. I want,
Okay, go
want
ahead.
answers. 13. Listen here, Morgan.
You have one more.
Getting stronger.
It's stronger.
It's getting better every time.
No.
What was
Let's
it?
stick with
What was that last one?
That was 5.
Oh.
All right.
So I went from.
So we'll see with the 13. It was heard.
Okay, I'll take
Morden's up there like, noted.
So I was thinking,
Copy
kept
that.
falling asleep all partway through the prayer. Morning, listen, I just.
Our limitations life.
So yeah, it is a cantrip.
It's fine. I already went to bed.
Okay.
But that would definitely take a long time.
Yeah, it'll take a long time. So
1 minute for each one.
Like a hole in a bag or broken key.
so
Whole night mending my bed.
you all get a good night's rest. wake up the next morning fully refreshed.
I said I mistake him hammering the bed for Morden. What? Go to sleep.
Morden?
He heard me. He answered. He does care.
He does care too.
Yeah. So,
I was gonna say, is it just a regular room? Is there anything in it, debris, anything like that?
no, it's a
Little piece of
regular
wood.
room. A little piece of wood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gary's bed.
yeah. If you want to go to Gary's room, he's
Oh,
got
no.
plenty of
Oh.
little pieces of wood lying
Alright.
around.
Never mind.
Okay, yeah. It's just a regular room.
Okay.
There's maybe like, it's a pretty nice inn where they put you. It's not like a really rundown one. So.
Oh no, I was just looking for something I could use for something.
A toothpick?
That's not ominous at all. But yeah, no, there's not really any scraps of wood just lying around.
Future reference.
Oh, okay.
Look, I had an idea.
That's always a scary thing.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. But you all wake up the next morning. Is there anything you guys wish to do in town besides study?
I'm into this.
I want to go visit a bookstore that I can purchase books from.
Okay. What kind of book are you looking
Still short.
I'll send you it.
for? Okay.
I'd like to explore that barding option
Then you
for
get like a little fishing.
the pets.
Okay. So you would need to go to the.
Well, just go back to beat the heat, right?
Beat the Heat could work. Yeah.
Good.
So as you go to that place, he does tell you that for the size that your drakes are right now, there's not really much he can do. As they get a little bit bigger, there is definitely a possibility to do something like that.
Gotcha. So kind of like save up some of the dragon skills for later on.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do.
We'll go Bills. Hey, do you want to practice those sword skills?
Sure.
Let's do a spar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with the training swords.
Okay.
Packed.
You are packed into the training swords?
Yeah, I won't
Are you
expect
packed
to
into
be
the training
attacked.
sword as well? Oh, you don't have to patch in.
Wait, this is a conversation everybody's up?
Yeah, everybody's up.
Okay.
You want to join?
Yes.
All right.
2v1.
No, it's kind of more like a free for all.
What was everyone with? Or for?
You're doing an athletics check.
Starting out strong.
18.
18. Okay.
22.
22.
6!
Okay. As
Just
you
got the
guys
sword.
start your training, doesn't take long before Bibbles has many welts on him from the.
In between these two, they're just like.
Pretty much. It started out as a free for all, but quickly turned into you two beating the crap out of Bibbles.
Everybody else shows up. I'm hanging. Like
Before Bibbles
pinata.
eventually falls to the ground.
Back to the team.
Before eventually Bibbles does fall to the ground and you two start going at each other. You landed a few blows on him, but he definitely came out more of a victor in this
More blowy.
situation. All right, so yeah, you guys spend a good hour. I'm gonna assume Steven is going to do his morning workout. I'll go ahead and roll for him real quick.
By the way, how many dragon skills do we have left?
These heavy ass ones I got here.
So
It seems
all,
like everyone wanted to use them.
all total, from the breastplates, the ones that Felix is gonna be using, the ones that he used for the potion, the ones that Steven used for the shield, I would say you guys have roughly 9,000 to 10,000 gold worth of dragon scales.
I'll explain to the team that I was thinking we could use them to make pet armor also. Just, as an idea.
That armor, that's not a bad idea. Also, my dragon's not gonna need it, but the wolves? Is that what you're thinking?
I was thinking either the wolves or the drakes, because, I mean, their armor class is still kind of small. And if they're going to be fighting by our side, I would hate for them to get injured.
Can I put dragon scales on a dragon?
Like with glue or
You best contain yourself over there.
What?
Felix just sent me the list of books that he wants.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't for you.
Books.
Oh, I see.
I do have to read one of these. I'm sorry.
No!
I have to read one of these.
For the
Gotta go to
audience.
group chat.
It's not even in the group
If he's
chat.
in tears
That's
over
what I'm saying,
this,
is these have
we
to
need
go
to
in
know
group.
what you did. So we
No,
can do it
just
too.
one.
I have
Pick
to,
your
I'm just gonna
favorite.
read
read
one.
out
I'm just
loud
gonna read one. So there's several lists of like books that he wants, and it's like bullet pointed for each one. The fourth one down, it goes into how to build a relationship with estranged loved ones.
Oh my land.
That's not the first time I've
So
put
when you
your
go to the
list.
self-help section,
Wow.
Also,
there's a list of like
independent
8 different books on here. But that one, I was just reading through, and all of a sudden that one just popped up, and I'm just like, oh,
That's not the first time I've sent you that one.
Poor Felix.
oh my
No more
gosh.
jokes about this.
Have you checked out the book, The Power
You're
of
not there.
Now?
You don't know nothing.
What about,
You don't know nothing.
what about chicken soup for the soul? Live, laugh, love.
I'm sorry.
Harpies.
I mean, that was too damn funny. That was too damn funny.
Wow.
What about the sequels?
Yes, you go into a bookstore and you find a book instantly that says how to build a relationship with a strange loved ones. Oh. Sorry, that was.
Hey, once you're done, you can loan it to Pearson.
Oh, dear.
Not here.
Man's catching shreds inside of here.
Felt.
That's so unfortunate.
Dang.
Get fucking
I'll be
I'll
be Steven for just a second. You know what? Fuck you.
That's so real.
I'm good friends with Steven. That's usually what he would say in that
That
situation.
sounds exactly like, yeah.
Does he know that you guys are good friends?
No, he's
Wow.
he's kind of against it, but for me, he's a good friend. Okay, sorry. That was too damn funny. Okay, so besides studying the work for the, you're not really able to do that.
Inquiring.
Yeah, you're inquiring. The books you're looking for. Is there anything else anybody wants to do throughout the town for the next 3 or 4 days?
We got armor being made.
My
Waiting on
potions,
that.
I got it.
You're learning how to make potions?
I want to make it a
learned
point to
some,
check
but,
in with
take time.
God morning and night so I get guidance on what I ask for and reserve.
Okay. And so just to kind of speed this up a little bit.
Please.
What do you wish to say to your God each morning and each night? And
Guidance for the group, I guess for myself.
and roleplay.
Roleplay, okay. I'm in the morning, right?
Let's go with the morning.
It's me again, Morden. Just checking in. Last night I really didn't feel like we've gotten the connection since Felix's untimely death and resurrection, I guess. Just checking in for guidance for our group. What is next for us? What do you want us to do? That's pretty much what I need to know.
Okay.
When I roll again?
For the record, it wasn't Felix that you brought back. It was Garvin. It was Stephen who prayed to Pella that brought Felix.
Wasn't
back.
there 3 of us that helped with Felix?
You
Yes.
did,
Okay.
but it was Pelor specifically that used his power. to bring
And
her
Gordon.
back.
Okay. Yeah.
Morden was used for Garvin.
Oh, thank you for that. I wasn't here.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
19.
19. The praise that you say in this prayer, it seems like there is much more of a connection. You do feel a genuine sense of warmth in your heart this time around. And we'll say you continue to pray each morning, each night,
Yes.
reaching out to Morden.
With gratitude and asking for guidance. I want to start with gratitude. So thank you for you guys given us so far and for helping with Ramadan and guidance for our group as a whole, not just individually.
Okay.
Like it's selfish.
All right. As you continue to pray, we'll jump to the third day here in just a minute, but I want to get a few things taken care of here. The inquiries that you do for the armor for the drakes, there's not really much that they can do right now based on their size, as they are still very small as far as guard drakes go. When they get a little bit bigger, there is the potential possibility of them being able to make such armor from the dragon scales. There is enough dragon scales right now that you would be able to take care of all the drakes as they are a little bit bigger. They also are able to make armor not of dragon scale if you want to do. So like for instance, your dragon already has resistance, the red one, to fire, so he would not necessarily need it.
Or if I made it for Spot.
Spot? Oh, so you're not trying to do one for the wolves as well?
I'm just figuring out the options.
Like, are we like?
Because the wolves aren't grown.
Yeah, the wolves are fully grown.
Right. As far as transportation, it might be. How difficult is the dragon scale to use? Maybe we could just have an armor and Corporeal.
The other difference is that also, like, yes, the wolves are full grown, but they're not actually there to measure out and get exact measurements for type of protection for them. That'd be a little bit more difficult without them actually there. It's still possible. They can make a general thing, but it might not be a perfect fit.
If you get it generalized, you can get it tailored back out.
True.
But I don't even have the wolves to put it on anyway, so it'd be easier to transport just the scales back home.
Probably yes.
Transport or mail?
Mail. Can you imagine a pigeon just carrying dragon scales across?
Why are you imagining a pigeon at all?
Because they're pretty cool.
All right, so,
I'd say it's up to the group. Want to make armor for the wolves, sell the armor, or sell the dragon scales. Which maybe we can get better armor for the wolves when we get back. If we have more money. More money, more enhanced armor. Maybe minus fire protection.
My thought is this: the dragon scales are pretty hard to get. Money is easy to get.
We can just keep on, like, hold on to them.
Yeah.
It's easy to get. How?
Yeah.
Money is
Money,
easier
you
to
just keep
get.
spending it.
she's got a point there.
I'll be getting monies.
We've all been getting money. Just some
I
of
mean,
us.
you do have a lucrative side business in the tavern when, like, Gary comes out and help you.
Have a what?
Lucrative side business when you guys go start beating people up.
When does this happen?
There's like been like 2 or 3 bar fights that I remember.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, see, okay, so
No,
I
that
was
was
kind
a
of
good
scared. It was
one.
actually just all in my head for a second. No one was responding.
People in the bar.
Yeah,
That was at the.
that was
pirate
such a
bar.
good hustle.
Yeah, that was your
So
hustle.
for the next 3 days, Lokeg's just gonna be taking money to go beat people up. Okay.
That's how you're making money. You gotta pay off your
Are
finances
you
somehow.
looking for a fighting ring?
That's the thing.
All right,
A
let's
fighting
do
ring is
some
more money.
betting.
More money.
No.
I like where this
More
line
money.
is
Do
going.
it. Do
Okay.
it.
What?
It's more money. Do it.
All right, chat. Go ahead and start putting your bets in.
Probably wouldn't be in the nicer part of town. Is
No.
there like
Yeah,
a,
it'd be in the ghetto.
well, where's all the sailors?
Okay, so
Aren't we on the middle of the Midland?
Huh?
No, but we're in a nice neighborhood. We're in the suburbs.
Well, she said sellers. We're in the middle of.
Just be
Mine was-
careful not to ask for the cockfighting. Completely different thing than I was expecting.
Well, good. I'll win that too.
I know you will.
oh boy.
Yes.
Anyways, so
He's got a-
oh my gosh. So
Butter knives to a sword fight.
really quickly.
Wow.
All right, so yeah, the armor is not really possible right now with the results. Lokeg, the things you're looking for, you can find all those
Okay. How much?
for 6 gold.
Okay.
Okay, great.
He was just looking for some books for the people watching. Abby, you can find.
Are you counting the numbers? I should number them for you. My bad.
So you can find most of these. The ones that you can't is number 4 and number 8.
Just give it to the guy trying.
So while I'm studying, do I see Felix there?
No, Felix went to an actual bookstore to try and purchase this stuff. For all those books, Felix, it's going to cost you 24 gold.
Okay.
So you're gonna see Felix carrying these books back? Am
No, I have a bag of
see
holding. Putting them all in my bag of holding. Those
That
are
answers
secret.
that question right there.
You should get book covers.
Stop! Felix is already going to be spending so much money with these books alone.
You just need one.
Did you guys ever
Put it on
settle
whatever
your
book
diamond
you're
dust
reading.
thing? Or gem dust?
Oh, we never did actually talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that during the break.
Yeah.
Alright. So the studying continues. Who's all studying the dragon language?
I am. I'm trying to make sure it listens.
Okay, everybody who's studying make intelligence checks.
I'm gonna go with him this time.
Okay. With advantage because I'm sure Aaronel's still helping you guys.
Intelligence, checks, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Advantage, you said.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing.
Dirty 20.
That's 14.
So I've decided
9.
that I'm not going to be joining them. I got a 4.
Just because you got
With-
rolled bad doesn't mean you decide not to. You're still
I
there.
got
You're just not picking it up.
I got a 4 with advantage.
Oh.
I rolled 2 4s.
I got
Pretty
16.
embarrassing for an elephant
16?
bard.
I know.
9.
9.
14.
You don't have
14.
to do it like that.
I'm distracted.
I'm doing
So,
everybody like that apparently.
what was yours again?
16?
16.
Oh,
And
that
you
was
got
this new board.
dirty 20, Josh?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 and
14.
14? Okay. You two are picking it up a little bit more. You are slowly picking it up. You two are struggling a little bit on the second day,
Yeah.
trying to pick these up. So, third day, go ahead and roll again. With advantage, because Aaronel's teaching you.
That's good.
They're learning?
They're learning, yeah. We'll get to some more of your stuff in a minute.
18.
No, for real.
Nat 20 plus 1.
Dang, John.
I can look, the last one was
13.
cocked on a 2.
13. My brain's getting tired.
17.
18 and
18.
17.
You
Actually,
took my 1 point.
Ham, you might want to be channeling divinity, because you have something else.
You all knowledge and shit.
I got 3.
But are we eating
You got 3.
With
Oh.
advantage, I rolled a 2
No,
and then a
shit.
3.
I can do.
You're probably too distracted because I look too much like your lover or something.
No,
okay,
channel
okay, okay,
divinity.
okay.
Apparently.
No!
I'm just over there watching
Channel your
Felix
inner Morden.
use-
Studying so
So-
hard.
use his mouth with those words.
Okay.
I know you like to see
And
that
your
about the other Anyway. Stop!
Oh.
Am I doing
So-
Knowledge of the Ages?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because then for 10 minutes you have, you can add your proficiency bonus to the intelligence checks.
I got lucky cocker with like 2.
So if you're 18, that means it's 21.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so yeah, you add +3 to each of those. So the second day, or the third day, sorry, you 3 are learning a little bit more. Medina, you're starting to kind of peter off a little bit.
I'm
This is
along
why
for the
I
ride.
was a fighter
you
instead
now
of a studier.
learn
A studier, a scholar.
4 different words that you could potentially use. That's all you've gotten in the last 2 days, is 4 words.
I hope you picked
Bite,
good ones,
breath
but we
attack,
all
and
know
swim.
the words he picked
Okay.
were more like
He doesn't know claw.
It's
tail, like that.
boy,
Like,
Me,
like the
you,
monkey.
back
With your rolls,
later.
you could potentially teach that to him.
why are you learning
Claw
those
and
words in
wormling and
Draconic?
tail.
What did he learn?
boy,
Where did they
girl,
have
me,
that?
fuck.
Why are you
Wormling-
teaching?
Oh, I
The
just I
old
guessed
dragons
me,
do,
you, back
the
later.
Wormling
That's
doesn't.
those are the 4 words I guessed. Okay.
Those are good words.
I went to that. I pulled up the gold dragon wormling. And actions just bite,
Oh yeah, it
breath,
is just like,
fire, weakening, which you don't have.
yeah, you don't have them in Alright. 4th day. Your last day of studying. Go ahead and do it one more time. With advantage.
I also want to be sparring on those mornings as well.
With advantage. Well, this is why you're not rolling in the dice tray.
There we go.
I'm gonna try. Let's just see.
24. Got a breakthrough.
Nice.
What do you get?
18.
Well, what'd you roll when you didn't roll on the dice tray?
7.
Because you did roll twice off the dice tray. Roll on the dice tray. It's there for a reason.
It's very nice too.
13.
13.
17.
17.
24.
16.
Did you use your channel divinity?
I did.
Okay. So, with that, you all have you're starting to get a grasp of the language. All of you except for Bibbles. Bibbles is still struggling. Learning the new languages is definitely not your forte. But you're starting to understand words, certain words that are coming through. You guys are all starting to understand phrases and be able to understand the concept of the language itself.
So you can start conjugating verbs soon?
Yeah, to a certain extent. On the 4th day, you also have the transcriber bring over the transcribed books for you guys to take with you from this point on.
Ken also been doing sparring with Bibbles and I every morning.
Yeah, go ahead and roll those.
It's a new sword buddy. Holy
If
shit.
you want to join in.
Oh,
You were gonna love that first day.
Yeah, because I got a 15.
Nat 1 on the first day.
22 again.
Oh,
Plus 10?
plus natural 1 doesn't matter. You get the shit kicked out of you by both Lokeg and Bibbles.
And then I got whooped by you.
17.
11. What'd you get, look like second date? Or third date?
That would be 23.
For fuck's sakes.
Come on, get a good roll on this one. Oh, sweet. 29.
That's
8.
20.
8.
Oh.
So I got
Alright.
shit
Rough
rocked
start.
out last.
So for the first time in this whole trip, Gardon actually comes out swinging with both swords, and he actually manages to defeat both of you.
I have to get my ass
When you
whooped.
have 2.
Brutally.
With that natural 20, you now learn the feat Dual Wield.
Finally.
Hooray for you. Congratulations.
I forgot what that does for me.
Oh my god.
It's been a while. It has been quite a
I
while.
think you just don't get like the disadvantage on your, like you get benefits with your offhand.
Because it gave me like partial benefits, but there was a benefit missing. Is I attacked twice. Like a
So-
1 and a 2.
Dual wielder. You master fighting with 2 weapons, gain the following benefits. You gain a +1 bonus to AC while you're wielding separate melee weapons in each hand.
That's nice.
You can use 2 weapon fighting even when one-handed melee weapon you are wielding aren't light. You can draw or stow 2 one-handed weapons when you would normally be able to draw or stow only 1. And that's it.
It says increase your strength or dex score by 1. Or is
Uh,
that the
is that
2024
2024?
or 2014?
I don't know.
They
Nah.
just won't let us use the fun.
Nope.
Well, you can't
You will
make
not.
some. It'd be weird.
We are playing 5e 2014.
Weird.
All right. Legacy. So, most of you guys know how to somewhat communicate with your drakes and your dragon. During this time frame, I did roll for. Well, actually, no. You go ahead. I rolled for Steven. Though. Go ahead and roll for Soulfire to see how well he can start to learn combat.
Oh. Come on, red dice. Be a bitch. Fuck.
You should get some rose gold dice for it.
I was definitely get a different dice for him. Definitely needs it.
Even like shiny copper.
Check his intelligence. Total of 5. That's just based off of the Gold Dragon Wormling,
Yeah.
which is a +2.
Okay. Yeah, not doing so good on the first day. Roll 1 more and it'll be the general for the whole time. Not good.
Exact same.
He's struggling to understand the common language. But something that you're noticing, and even as you bring him to the temple, and they kind of keep doing some small tests on him for the next 3-4 days, his growth spurt seems odd. He is actually growing at a relatively faster rate than most dragons do.
Is he flaking?
He's not flaking, but he's definitely growing. Like it's a visible growth, not like when you're with somebody all the time, you don't really notice the growth right away. In 4 days, you notice the growth,
You know those gains.
which is weird. And even the people who have been studying him the whole time are confused and slightly concerned. It's not like like he didn't shoot up 2-3 feet, but he's
Did he
definitely
grow
grown.
like the rate of a bamboo?
Huh?
Bamboo rate?
No. But he's definitely his claws have gotten a little bit longer, his tail's gotten a little longer, and he's gotten a little bit taller. Like in a matter of inches, to the point of like it's noticeable.
Oh damn.
So, Arno, in these 4 days, you have been having some weird dreams. You find yourself moving in the forest, familiar area, and you see the home you grew up in, small cottage in the woods. Through these dreams, you also see your father and your brother. The sense of longing, plus information you've heard recently, is
Can't hear you.
I'm texting it to her.
Oh, you got real quiet. I don't know.
Sorry.
Can I hear her talking in her sleep?
Make a perception check. You were there.
That was a person.
It was? With who?
One of them. He pulled him aside.
No, this was to the group. Yeah, that was to the group. Anyways, it was to the group. But yes, you did get that information because that was to the group.
Okay.
I'll double check it on break, but that was to the group. And it's definitely been on your mind. The dreams come with a pull to investigate this and curiosity. But you take with that from that what you will. Okay.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
He's deep in the
Stared
pipe
in
right
his
now.
sleep.
Yeah.
Stared in his sleep for a little.
During this time frame of everybody studying, I'm assuming you take your books with you when they go to the library. The study of the dragon. There's been books that have been laid out on the table around you guys, and you've been kind of glancing at a couple of them. One of the descriptions of adult dragons to ancient dragons stands out. The sound of a thump when they approach. The sound of, it's a very similar description of what your village had taught you. It also draws your eyes to each of the capabilities of dragons. You take a moment to kind of study it a little bit. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me, please. I know it's your strong suit.
Yeah. Come on, don't film me now. Where did it go?
That should give you an indicator of that score.
Aww.
Intelligence, good.
Oh, alright. So that would be a total of 15?
15. Okay, that's not bad. Through the studying that you do, You look at each of the different capabilities of the dragons,
Okay.
and you're able to discern that when it comes to the metallic dragons, brass breathes fire, bronze breathes lightning, copper breathes acid, gold breathes fire, and silver breathes cold. Of the chromatic dragons, black shoots out acid, blue shoots out lightning, green shoots out poison, red shoots out fire, and white shoots out cold.
So blue and brass.
Blue and brass shoot out lightning. But that is the time that you spend along with studying your other things.
Okay.
Felix, are there any nights in which you reach out to your children first?
You got the self-help. You got the self-help books.
The second night,
Okay.
I'll muster up some courage,
Okay.
just to relay just a small query to my children. Just like wondering how they are and so
What do you say?
I'm trying to figure it out. I only have 20 words, okay?
Go ahead and think of it for a minute. I'll move past it. I'll come back to it. Okay. Medina. Much like Aaron, you are hit with many dreams as well over this 4-day period. Yours are more along the lines of nightmares. Not every night, but 2 of the nights. You once again see what has happened in your village. But now there's more of a centerpiece of this. In the crowd of these mushrooms, these fungus, these creatures that attacked your village, you now see Zugtumor standing in the center, just watching it happen. You wish to help, but your body doesn't want to move. You see yourself being attacked, affected by these spores. You realize some of your powers that you've been exhibiting. The draw of the power, the extent of it, came from the capabilities that these spores gave you. Your psychic demeanor, it's not something you had before until these spores attacked. The second dream is once again you see Zugtumor. But around Zugtumor, you see your family. You see the damage that's been done to them. Disformed, fungus-type things growing out of them.
Can I tell if these are memories or false memories? Like if they're fears or things I've actually seen?
Make an intelligence check.
Does she repeat all her dreams?
21.
21. You can tell these are fears. These are... there's a brief memory to the original, but you know Zugtumor was not there when the original happened. These are more fears along with realizations. What was your question?
If she's woken me up with any of these dreams.
Make a Constitution save.
$18.
She's actually been pretty still. She doesn't really roll around. There's definitely been some noises, but not enough to cause an alarm. The feelings that well up from this, feelings of anger, frustration, confusion, make it more and more difficult for you not to know answers that you seek. During this time frame as well, besides the dreams, you do have a few communications with Lilybell. Lilybell prompts you to continue to search for your family, that there is still hope that they might be out there, and she's going to be with you to help you find them. Is there anything you wish to ask Lilybell? Anything you wish to attempt to do?
Lilybell, do you know where I should start looking? I know next to nothing about where everybody went. Did they run deeper into the Underdark? Did they run away?
I don't know a lot about tracking, but it seems to me going back to where you were might be a good place to start.
What if they're still there? I mean, what if the monsters are still there then?
You're a lot stronger than you used to be, and you have friends who are also powerful.
It's true. I was too weak last time. I can figure out where I was. I wasn't that far from where I got stolen, right?
It's going to be a little difficult for you, but you could potentially retrace your steps because your situation was very different. You escaped to the outside world, which you were not familiar with at all.
Right, and then just bolted
And
in
you
terror.
bolted in terror, found yourself where you were at the beginning of this campaign, and yeah.
I'll try. I promise I'll try.
Felix, coming back to you. Are you ready?
Yes, I
All
have
right.
20 words. Wow. Okay, so I pick up the sending stone to communicate with my children. It goes to both?
Yes.
Okay.
You bought specific sending stones that go to both.
But if they want to talk to me, only one talks to me and only I can hear, or do
You
both?
have the capability of having 3 different conversations, so they can both talk to you. The sending stones were a little bit handmade. They were custom made to be able to cast sending 3 times in a day. So the way you guys have been kind of doing it is one person will talk, then the other 2 will talk as well.
Okay.
It's very quick, but
Yeah, that's.
it's at least a form of communication.
Okay. I have 20 words. So, I'm gonna. It's nighttime, right? We're all basically about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's been 4 different
Yeah,
days.
but on this
the
night.
second night, yeah. If you want to say that you did.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
night.
So then, I'll just have all the stuff in the bed on the floor and everything.
Okay.
Because I don't sleep in my mattress, especially after I've been jumped out one time. And then, reluctantly picking up the sending stone, I hesitate to speak into it before choosing my choice of words.
Okay.
Still traumatized over my fumble.
You can
And
write down your script then.
I don't know. But simply to relay to my children that I'm about to. I'm getting there. Okay, that I'm not satisfied with this form of communication. I relay, this stone isn't enough to convey what I wish to say. I'll start writing letters. I wish to go home. That is all I say.
Okay. You hear your son first. Daddy, we want you home. We miss you so much. And we miss Mom. Then your daughter comes on next. We'd love to get your letters, Dad. We hope to hear from you soon. And Mom.
Hey.
Love you. Love you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
Mom.
Yes.
Can I roll to do a quick Like, see how good I can perfect my wife's handwriting?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Do you
make
have a sample?
make a performance check.
Insane. This is insane.
Girl.
Two of us are actually really good at that.
Let me
Bro,
see.
bro, bruh.
I got a nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, I got a nat 20. I didn't even have to add nothing. Nat 20 first.
You spend some time and you get your wife's handwriting down very well.
Oh no.
You better hope.
I'm gonna keep that on the back burner. I ain't gonna start writing her letters, but I'm gonna keep that on. I just had to make sure I could.
Okay.
It's like, and mom,
deception.
okay. And
All
mom, oh, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
No one knows. Hush yourselves. Go to bed.
I wasn't even there.
I'm in my room by myself. No one knows about the deception. I might start pulling.
We just hear coming from your room. I did it as good as my wife.
That's crazy.
My hands are
It
magic.
looks just like hers.
Oh.
Oh boy.
If I had to add anything, though, what would I supposed to add?
All right.
Wait, answer my question.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
If I had to add anything, what was I supposed to add?
Slide in
Just
here.
out of curiosity.
It was performance.
Oh, performance.
Candy.
It would have been 24.
Okay. Yeah. No, you did really well. Okay. Tell us. You have been saying your prayers. Make one more religion check for me, just as a general religion check.
19.
19. Okay. So, throughout the next 4 days or so, you continue to pray morning and night, and you do get a sense of joy as you continue to pray. You feel the presence of more than stronger than you did before. You feel like your spells are going to have a much higher success rate. You feel like he is there with you, that he is going to continue to help you and provide a stabilizing presence. You feel like your prayers are being heard, and on the third night, you also have a dream. Yours, like some others, involve your family. You see your mother. You see your brothers and sisters. But they are at a distance. Your father, you see him much more clearly.
Is he closer to me?
He is closer to you. As you continue to look at him, you see one of his wings disappear. You see him begin to change. He becomes more gaunt. His clothing begins to look more worn and torn. You see him sitting, lost in thought. You're not sure where, but you feel this driving sense to find him. Guard up.
Ooh, I'm having dreams too.
On the fourth night, you have a dream. A familiar voice reaches out to you. You are supposed to go south. There's more work for you to be done.
Where? There's a lot of south. There's a lot of south.
As you ask that question, you feel a pull going south, giving you direction of exactly which way you need to go.
Like a pull of like my blade?
Not necessarily your blade, the golden pommel that's in your hand.
Like on the sleeve?
It's not doing that. But you do get a sense that as you get closer, you will have a much more accurate pinpoint of where you need to go.
So should I just go directly south, southeast, southwest?
Currently it is south. You're not getting much pull in either direction right now, other than just south.
Man, someone who wants me to go do some work for me, really kind of big. You gotta help me out, man.
Has that not been the case for most of this? And yet, you have accomplished everything I asked.
Well, how am I supposed to tell my companions to go south if I don't have any idea of where I'm going?
You know where you're going.
In a convincing manner?
That's your job.
Ah, fuck, a few of them already don't trust me.
That is because of our friend that continues to join us on our little adventure.
It does keep it a bit more interesting.
That he does. But go south.
And this will release one of the chains from your god?
It will. From our God.
Who is our god?
You will know soon enough.
I don't like the sound of that. That sounds fortressy.
Continue your journey. Your counterpart is doing the same.
Is there a chance anyone's gonna drown again?
Fades away.
Shit.
It's not going to be crazy.
Horrible.
That's ominous as fuck.
Apollo. Bills. You also have what feels like a dream. You find yourself in a forested area, and a voice reaches out to you from the forest, from behind. As you turn to look, it seems like the voice travels behind you once again. And every time you attempt to turn, it continues to travel and maneuver itself somewhere behind you.
What do I hear him say?
Hello, Bills. It is an honor to finally meet you. I was very happy to find you in the Feywild.
Oh, shit.
Thanks to me, you are still alive.
Yes.
You were on the verge of death, my friend.
Why did you save me?
You called out for help. I was nearby. And you seem capable. Not in words so much. But I feel I will have a use for you. But only time will tell.
So what do you need me to do? Because I know.
For now, grow strong. And as you grow stronger, we will discuss future options.
If I grow stronger, and I do it with your help for each other, will you give me the power to say that. And to find out.
There's a brief pause, but you feel a presence get close. With my help, you will accomplish everything you wish to accomplish. But I will need things from you first. You find yourself awake. In your room, no forest. Warlocks are fun, guys. You don't always get the answers you want.
Do I notice if I'm glowing?
Currently, no.
So just kind of take stock in the moment and everything that was said. Try to go back to sleep, thinking about everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. You guys finish your 4 days here in the town, here in the city. You gather up your armor, your potions, your everything you bought here in the town. A little bit more knowledgeable in Draconic, a little bit more aware of your family, and certain goals that some of you might wish to accomplish. With that, we're going to take a real quick break. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 20, 30 minutes or so, and we will figure out where the party will be going from here. And yeah.
It just doesn't have to go north.
Hello, and welcome back to Die For Me. We are waiting for Tamra to come back in, but we're going to go ahead and jump back into this. Is there anything that you guys wish to do with each other in the 4 days?
Head south.
Level up.
So besides that, what else did you want?
So,
You said it was 400 gold?
Yes.
so you said somebody would have to show me that, or would it have to be a long?
You would have to train under somebody for that.
For how long?
For a couple of days to get the gist of it before you start training it yourself.
Would there be anybody I can see in those 4 days, or?
Yeah.
Okay, could I do that?
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, this will be easy.
With disadvantage.
Again, this will be easy.
No, you don't have to roll disadvantage. She should.
That's 24.
24? Okay. Go ahead and roll again for a second then.
Find out.
She went to go put the canine outside.
So plus, that's 27.
27. Okay. So, with those two rolls, you feel like you are confident with the person who trained you to do this now moving forward to take care of yourself through different training styles.
Okay.
Alright, so is there anything else that you guys wish to do amongst yourselves, role-playing wise or communication wise?
I checked on my list.
Do you have batteries?
For
The remotes?
not on me, I can get some for next week. So what's the issue with it?
Glasses are outside.
It won't stop.
Oh, it won't stop turning?
So go get them.
The dying
I
battery
hit
is
it
so
like
funny.
4 times. Of course, it stops on you, not me.
Where's she going?
My glasses are outside.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm almost out.
So, nobody wants to do anything role-playing amongst yourselves?
I'm just trying to get feedback on it.
Spend time with Chelsea.
The dragon scale armor, has it already been +1? Like, did that get carried over already?
Yeah, when you guys go and pick up your stuff, it's already carried over.
Oh.
Everything's done.
We'll make sure. We're like, no, you actually don't have that.
Yeah, you guys got fire resistance added to your armor class, basically.
Now we got it, tunic?
Dragon scale armor +1.
Unless it required 2 minutes to begin. Okay, somebody just changed mine to where now it moves.
His key.
No, I don't even touch the remote anymore because last time.
Oh, I'll
Damn
do
it!
My last set was a tunic.
Are we all awake now?
Yes. This is your 4th day. Everybody's got all their stuff. Everybody's awake.
Are we having breakfast? No? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out before we do that. Like, did anybody want to do any role playing with each other before we move further?
Can I tell Love I got my dream?
If you want to.
Yeah.
How was your sleep?
It's good. It's been an interesting few days. How about
Oh, I'm okay. I had a crazy dream last night.
what did you dream about?
My father.
Okay.
Okay, so it's weird. So I know that my mother and my siblings are moved on. But my father was there. And he was healthy at first, but he only had one wing. And then he got all like sickly looking. And that was it. And then I woke up. Weird, right?
What do you think that means?
I think he's hurt. Maybe dying? I'm not ready to deal with that right now, but I'm worried.
So should we go looking for him?
I don't know. Let's see what our group has to say. We are a team after all.
We can ask him. I don't think we got anything else on our plans.
I'm hungry. Let's go.
So I'm trying to look up dragon scale plate mail. I'm getting dragon scale mail.
Yes.
And it's showing that it comes with a +1 to AC already. And this is traditional. Legacy.
So not
2014.
even magical +1, it's just a +1 because it's dragon scale?
Yeah, so you get a +1 to AC. And then we also have our +1.
Okay, is this the 2014?
Legacy, yeah, 2014.
We'll look at it after, okay?
Okay.
After the game.
So
Alright.
we're wondering if the +1 dragon armor is actually +2? Is that the question? Or is it just,
Yeah, I get. Like it would make it a +2.
no, thank you,
But it's saying scale mail.
versus a single
I haven't found
breastplate?
like.
So no, basically they made the dragon scales were so large they were able to make it into a breastplate. It doesn't give you an extra +1.
Oh, he's gonna cancel that now.
DM, I have the capability of doing anything I want. Don't worry, I won't let the power go to my head.
It does also say you have advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons.
Where is it saying this?
Right here. It's the first time I'm looking at it, so let's try to add it.
Okay, this is something completely different. This is scale mail.
Yeah, I know, that's what. But plate mail is probably be a step up from that.
Yeah, but a breastplate versus scale mail is coverage differences.
Yeah.
Your face.
I was just thinking.
You want some gummy bears?
Throw another yellow one at
Chocolate
Felix.
covered gummies?
Felix. Yeah, he was like, "It's a
I'll do more
chocolate
research on
gummy
this.
dealer."
But
Okay.
also, your armor class goes down with scale mail. So,
Yeah, welcome to Lokeg's neighborhood. He can't wear anything, otherwise that actually hurts him.
Is that what you told Tulsi?
Fair enough.
anywho, this was all stuff that should have been covered during the break. Anyways, so you guys gather all your stuff. You get all your new equipment. You guys are all sitting at lunch, enjoying good food, when you see Nyla step into the room. She has 4 guards with her. And she sees you all sitting at a table. She comes over. My father wishes to speak to all of you. Whenever
in a good mood?
she is. She seems like she's in a mood.
Oh, I'll start looking at Felix.
What'd you do now?
Crying myself to sleep. That's
Oh my
Why
god.
you said that?
I'm gonna go hand 10 gold to the inn lady of tavern. Whatever
Make
it
it
is.
20 with what you did.
I'm sure that covers a bed. And the hassle and cleanup.
Alright. So, my father wishes to speak to you. Are you all free right now?
Yeah, just okay.
No, you're you guys are at lunch. You had to, I'd say this is the 4th day. You all went and picked up all your stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're at lunch right now. Okay, please follow us. And she starts to walk out. You see a lot of people, like, commotion has stopped in the tavern once again as Nyla comes in. And, you know, everybody's kind of watching. They kind of bow as she leaves. And, you all begin to follow her back to the keep. You enter the very now familiar room of the throne room. The king is there, or the emperor is there with his wife and with many members of the court. Ah, displaced 8. Thank you for coming, and so promptly. I hope you have been able to find any information you wish to seek here in the city. Yes?
Yes, we have.
Excellent. I wish to discuss a private matter with all of you, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
And you see him stand up. Please, follow me. You see his wife begin to stand up, and he even says, "No, you stay." And many members of the court begin to step forward, and he says, "No." And he does go off to a side room. You guys had this conversation with him and his wife and Nyla before in the same room. But
And all our lizard friends?
I would prefer if they stay out, if you wouldn't mind.
Stay. Right? They understand.
I
Learn
think
that.
we're
I'll try Draconic and tell them to stay.
Okay.
How was that, Arena? Was it good? Okay.
So,
You stay.
Roll over.
all of your drakes stay, except for Bibbles. His drake actually follows.
Oh no.
You all heard Bibbles say, "Follow."
I'm gonna turn around and tell his drake to stay.
I'm fucking okay. You've been no help.
I've helped everyone, actually. You're the only one who can't catch on.
And I've been asking for. You know what?
Please,
You know what?
display states. Perhaps this is a conversation later.
We don't
But-
want to drag this on.
Oh.
That's why I had him write it down so we can study this later.
Instead of go home, Roger, can I say shut up, Bibbles?
References.
Saying Draconic.
And there's our title.
Say it, Draconic.
I was thinking Drake and Josh.
Oh gosh.
Also good.
That's actually pretty
So,
good.
as you all step into the room, the king closes the door, and when he actually traces his finger along the door, you guys see a blue line go across the entire frame of the door. That was to seal off any sound that comes from it.
Oh.
It prevents any type of spying.
Sounds serious.
It's
It
not
is.
good. Do you suspect that you?
Do you suspect us?
I wouldn't be having a private conversation if I suspected you.
Well,
I got
you
that.
need
I'm
to
if
have
you want
that.
to kill
Guys,
us
let him
private.
talk.
I'm all down with that. Let's go.
You brought my daughter back to me. You have attacked this cult that took up residence in my country. You freed a red dragon, which is a negative, but at the same time, you also freed a gold dragon. And I thank you for all of this. That being said, I have my suspicions that somebody in my court has betrayed me.
In what way?
My daughter was captured.
Again?
No.
No.
She's,
I'm sorry.
She's in the room.
No, she's not.
No,
Oh,
she's
no.
He
the
didn't
other
bring,
one
he
with
didn't
the
bring
mother.
Nyla in. He has kept everybody out except for you.
Okay. So you think that somebody possibly leaked plans against something in which she may have been vulnerable?
It wasn't uncommon knowledge of where she was going, but for the giants to know exactly where they were and attack at that exact moment, kill all of her guards except for her, is suspicion enough for me.
Did you get any kind of ransom note or anything like that?
No.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you find out? Like, how long after? How
When my daughter did not return for about a month, we sent people and they found the bodies.
That's kind of what I was asking. I was wondering if you got any communication on that at all.
No. We
So-
had no
As in, like,
communication.
A hunch versus clues?
I did not.
I'm sorry.
So is it more of a hunch?
This is more of a hunch.
Okay. I'm with you.
I have no proof. I have no evidence, which is why I cannot bring it to anybody else. Display states you have done much for me and my kingdom. But
And the entire kingdom knew where she was going?
no, not the entire kingdom. My court did.
How many?
All of them.
I guess that's a lot.
Please continue.
I don't know who I can trust right now. I trust Nyla. For obvious reasons. I don't think she captured herself. I didn't even bring my wife in here because my paranoia has reached a new level. I hope and I pray to all the gods that that is not the case. But I would ask that you, Displaced Eight, begin an investigation. If it is something that you feel you are capable of doing. If it is not, please tell me now, and I will find people who might be a little bit more capable.
We could
Is
do
your
it.
is your wife Nyla's real mother?
Yes.
We could do this. Who would stand to profit from her capture?
The demons have been known to pay many.
Anybody driving a nice new carriage lately?
Not that I am aware.
Sometimes profit is more than just money. It can be knowledge as well.
I wish I would have met you before, but you have some intelligence.
He didn't before.
He didn't before. This is
So
new.
unfortunate.
Would you prefer to be subtle or a bit more aggressive?
Subtle.
Has anyone in your court gone more quiet?
I'd be subtly aggressive.
Especially since
Can you?
Not that I have seen. If I had my suspicions, I would have already be giving you names. As of right now, I have no exact suspicions. Other than the 10 or 12 people that it could potentially be.
I'm thinking
Start
if we
there.
just bring them all into a room and cast a circle of truth.
We
Start
can
asking
still.
questions.
Have to answer.
Well, if they're not going to answer, we can
That
make
would lead them to be even more secretive.
Do you believe it's just one person rather than a network?
I hope it's not a network.
As you mention this, his brow becomes furrowed. I had not considered this. Many of the members of my court are my closest friends. But it is those who are closest to you that tend to be the ones who betray you the most. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
For the DM.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Is it possible to see if he is thinking of someone but doesn't want to tell us?
Ooh. Okay. So you're using your channel divinity. Okay.
I don't want to like offend him.
Yeah. No, I got you. So I need to read exactly what this does.
3 thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm raising my hand like an idiot.
Not like an idiot.
You're like an idiot if you're waiting to be able to speak.
Yes.
Thank you for your access to creatures' minds. Okay. Okay, so you cast Read Thoughts. Or not cast, sorry, but you can read a creature's thoughts. Okay. Does it say as an action should the creature? Okay, hold on one second. Creature must make a wisdom. Okay, has to make a wisdom save. I rolled a 2.
Yay!
Okay. So, as you cast Channel Divinity and you begin to burrow into his mind, reading his thoughts, the main thoughts that you are getting is, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who I can talk to. Is this a gamble? Am I making a mistake talking to these strangers? But they saved my daughter. They've saved this kingdom now more than once. And his surface thoughts are very conflicted. He has some suspicions of specific members of his court.
Like your name.
Yes. There's 3 names that pop out more.
3 names?
That he does repeat the names over and over again in his head of each of the members of the court, but there are 3 names that seem to pop up more.
Okay.
Sorry. My phone was being weird.
Question while we look that up. On our way into the room with my passive perception, looking at the court not being allowed in, would I have noticed anyone looking apprehensive at all?
Make an insight check.
Can Pearson cast Detect Good and Evil on the courtiers once we're back out there?
On the what?
On the courtiers? Or is that just for items?
He could potentially. The only issue is he wouldn't have known what was going on before you guys came in here. He could do it as you guys leave.
Right, right.
But coming in here, he wasn't able to. He didn't know the conversation.
He could do it on the way out.
Potentially. 25. You definitely saw a lot of apprehension. It's not something you would have been really looking for. Well, the 25 is still really good because you didn't know what this conversation was going to be. But there was definitely some apprehension. There was definitely some nervousness from all of them because this is very unprecedented for the Emperor to pull a group of adventurers aside by himself. No guards, nobody keeping an eye on how he is doing. So there is definitely some. That was the main thing you read when you were coming, because you didn't know what to look for before.
Paul, you must have the back.
One of the names that is hitting you is Rioris. Stouthoof. That's his full name. Rioris Stouthoof.
Is he a centaur?
He is a minotaur.
Minotaur.
Come on, phone.
Come on, phone.
Okay. It's like doing this weird loading thing where it's taking forever. Zinro, and through the mind read, you're able to tell this is a furbolg. And the last one. Gosh, my phone is being a real pain. I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. Praethor. Is that his last name? No, that is his first name. This one is another Leona.
Pray P-R-A-Y or E-Y?
Prathor. I guess actually the better pronunciation of that is Prathor.
Okay, while I'm hearing these names, now with this ability, I'm able to implant a suggestion. It's not anything bad. I just want to give him a sense to trust us.
Okay, so you cast suggestion and you want him to trust you.
Yes.
Okay. So when you do that,
With the calm, you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
So I was reading this. It does say you can do that. Suggestion during that time of the 1 minute that you're doing this, you can use your action to end this effect and cast the suggestion spell. So you will end the effect of mind reading.
Yeah, I got my answers, right?
Yep.
So, okay, yep.
All right. So you cast a suggestion on the creature without expending a spell. The target automatically fails a saving throw against the spell. So yeah, you cast suggestion that he trusts you, and as you do, I do have. There's 3 that I feel would have been able to do this more than the others.
No, who could that be?
He then lists off the 3 that he just told you that you just got.
Thank you for trusting us with that information.
Of course, of course. The others are, of course, a suspicion as well, but if any of them, those three, had the capability, I would see them being the first to betray me.
Can I ask why, even if it was for a small second, you possibly thought your wife would be enemies?
I don't know. I honestly don't have a reasoning other than I don't know who to trust anymore. And you actually see him beginning to get emotional. I feel betrayed, and I don't know who could have done this. And as a result, I feel like I've gone to the only extent that I can with you.
I hear.
Collectively as a group, we probably, I'd say we are willing to help you.
Why do you think those three?
Well, Praethor, the Leon, his family, long ago, had claims to the throne before my family took over. And I fear that he has become unwilling to stay subservient. I feel like he may be pushing for his own line to once again take the throne.
Okay.
My son is still young, and my daughter being away would definitely give him more claim than his future generations. He has 3 sons right now, and I feel like if anybody were to profit the most, it would be him to take over my throne if my daughter was missing. That, along with the demon's promise of leaving us alone while he was in rule, would give him plenty of reason. The Furbolg, I believe he has supported Praethor in many aspects. They have great trade with each other, financial business partners in many regards, which is why he was willing to assist. I could see him wanting to move a little higher up in my court.
So
And
he's ambitious.
I believe so. And
Is Zinro kind of like the spy for Praethor? Does he relay information to him?
I'm not sure, but they have a very good friendship amongst each other. They are often seen discussing political possibilities and political growth with each other. And the last one saddens me greatly, as he is a very good friend of mine.
What's his name? I'm aware.
What was it?
No, I know his name. I'm just saying, I don't want him to know what I do.
Oh.
No, he gave us.
Yeah,
the
he
that's
did
right.
tell you.
Sorry. Backwards.
So do you guys think this is the same thing as the mayor and the demon in the other town?
I wasn't, but I am now.
I mean, they've already demonstrated they're willing to replace people with
He
power.
has some experience in political corruption.
Well, let me finish what I was going to say. He commands the military here. I do believe that if anybody were to have the capability of taking the throne by force, it would be him. But he would need political allies to be able to do so.
But he would also know where your daughter and the travelers were at all times.
Exactly. Which is one of the reasons why I suspect him
Over
more than
the others.
Has he demonstrated desires to claim the throne now?
No. And like I said, he is one of my best friends. We have fought in battle together, and he has saved my life. I have saved his. However, it's just based on potential and capability. He would definitely be up there.
Opportunity, desire.
I believe everyone in my court has desire for greater political power, as anybody would. I can't even deny myself to have some political power.
But being willing to risk Nyla for that.
I personally would not risk Nyla, but others might.
This is Inro. Just so we recognize which furbolg he is. Is he of smaller stature?
No.
How long does the Circle of Truth last?
I don't know. We're not doing that good right now.
But we will. And shouldn't we make a list of questions to ask first?
We're still talking to him.
Are
like
we-
he's in-
I
Are
do
we
have
planning on-
another question. What was your wife's demeanor after finding out that Nyla was gone? For the time.
She was distraught, as was I.
I believe that. I don't think that
We were heartbroken. Again, I don't fully suspect my wife, but at this point I don't know who to
I
trust.
understand. I just wanted to.
It is a mutual distrust of everyone out there currently.
It's mutual, you say? Do they also distrust you?
My apologies, poor choice of words. It is a collective
Okay.
distrust
Okay.
amongst all of them.
You say nobody else is suspecting the betrayal? Or they haven't come to you with any concerns?
No one has
like
come
that?
come to me with any concerns, but other than the fact that they were concerned about Nyla's capture, but no proof, no evidence, no accusations against anybody at the court.
Now, your courtiers, I'm assuming, are intelligent and have political experience.
To a certain extent.
Why would you be the only one to suspect foul play under the conditions that she was discovered?
There may be others who do suspect foul play, but none of them have come to me about it.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Maybe it is mutual.
Do all three of these people have families?
Yes.
Well, Krathor does.
He's gonna kill them all.
He's gonna use him as ransom. I already know.
I was gonna say,
Well, he
ask
needs extra
them if
money,
they've
so-
been acting funny, but okay.
Again, I would like to preface this. I would like this to be subtle.
Absolutely.
Discreet.
If you feel, now I know you are a group of many capabilities, if you feel subtlety is not one of your skill sets, please tell me now and I will find people who can accomplish this subtly.
Oh, there's
You've
no one more
already-
subtle than I.
You've already trusted us, and we are thankful for your trust. This is a very delicate matter because your daughter was taken from you. I can assure you that we will be as subtle as we can to see. So, I swear to goodness, I'm just gonna stab me. Ask to make sure that we get the answers that you desire to give you peace.
Very well.
Don't
Then
make me
I
lie.
entrust this task to you, displaced state. Please inform me of anything you find. Shall we say we shall meet again in 5 days?
Before, can we get a list of their addresses?
Of course, of course. And he pulls out a quill, paper, writes down all their addresses, and there are 12 addresses on it, but he put the 3 at the top of who he most suspects. He rolls it up.
Okay. Okay.
You look at it, you can't.
These words are hard. Street look.
But I thank you.
No,
once
thank you.
again. Should you be caught, there might be some punishment, but I will protect you. I ask once more. He looks again at Lokeg and his horrible grin. Is subtlety something that you are capable of?
I believe so.
I'm better
Yes.
than others.
What'd you say?
We'll just let him hang out.
I genuinely, you need to speak up a little
I said, we'll just let him hang out at the tavern.
Okay. You do start out and then you.
Well,
you
genuinely-
Let him hang out here.
the tower.
Someone
I
else
thought it was
can
a
say
word.
what I said, and we'll pretend it was me.
Okay.
You're rebels now.
Oh.
The translator.
I would help him to be more subtle and out of sight.
You're like
Very well.
We'll discuss it.
I now hesitantly place my trust in you.
Is burglary illegal here, though?
oh my god.
Burglary is
Okay.
if you get caught.
Thank you.
And
But we'll
he
be
gives
so
you a
thorough.
very knowing
It's
look
breaking and
of-
entering. We're not stealing.
I'm gonna do a B&E.
Again, you are under my direct orders. And if you are caught,
We don't
do
know.
not fight. These are still my guards. But attempt subtlety.
God.
Take,
Just the guards.
take the arrest, and I will get you out. Is there any other concerns or questions?
I think we'll just back out. Settle.
Just walk out backwards.
Yeah. Just so you know we're serious.
Very well. I think we need to have some kind of a cover story of why we were in here. Because my...
A
Are we
celebration
planning
party
an
for Nyla's
anniversary
return.
party?
Same. Yeah.
That is clever.
Huh?
What'd you say?
You don't know what you said?
What did you say?
On the
I know
other
what I
hand,
said.
Can we hear it?
Repeat it.
Your friend suggested... Yeah.
I suggested, because I be thinking a lot faster than some of you people, that it's a discussion for celebratory measures for Nyla's return.
That's a good idea.
And I was asking you to keep her distracted while I plan the celebration with my court.
But we can also have an excuse to talk to the courtiers about making plans, and while we're doing that, also, for instance, if we invite some courtiers out to coffee, then we know that there's nobody home.
Indeed. And if you were to... Let's say I brought you in here because I wanted to bring other aspects of other cultures, other than our own, into this party. That might, since Nyla is now very well traveled, thank you by the way, that she would have wanted to experience some of these cultures here at home. Which is why I spoke to you privately before speaking to the rest of the court.
Brilliant, Felix.
When we leave here, I will suggest Nyla go with you. Do not tell her what is actually happening. Don't even tell her about the surprise party. We'll still make that a bit of a surprise. But
Was that a wink? That was the clumsiest.
very well. We have our cover story. Is there anything else you require from me?
Thank you for your trust.
Thank you for all you have done and what you will continue to do. Should you need anything, send word, and I will help in any way I can. Now, let us return back to... I'm blanking the throne room.
You're blanking the throne room.
He moves back over the door, and he traces his finger once again, and the blue line disappears. And he steps out. Thank you, Displaced 8, for your company. Nyla, please, accompany your friends. I think that you should show them more of the town. As you guys look at many of the members of the court, all sitting or standing somewhere in the room, many of them look very confused. Some look a little concerned.
Can Pearson do that thing?
Yes, Pearson does do detect good and evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to double check the parameters of the spell.
Something about like celestial and demonic.
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Okay, so
Definitely say if any demons are masquerading.
well, hold on. I'm actually kind of curious about something real quick.
He's trying to find a loophole.
Oh, naturally. Okay, cool. I want to just clarify something. All right, so it'll last for 10 minutes. It is verbal and semantic. Okay, that makes it more complicated.
But he can like move around with it, right?
Yes.
So could he have just cast it while we were in the room?
Yes. Okay. So he cast Detect Good and Evil. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could also do primal awareness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a
So, before you guys leave the room, Pearson casts Detect Good and Evil. You cast Primeval Awareness. You do get the small sense of Celestial, Fiend, and the stuff you normally get with your allies. You also get Draconic.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
You also get Fiend. Strong sense of Fiend. Not your ally sense of Fiend.
Yeah.
And Pearson, casting it in the room, gets a sense of Fiend. In the room where you guys were having this conversation.
Nobody liked that.
Okay.
It's not the king.
Okay.
It's not.
And it's not.
Does anybody have detect invisibility?
And it was in the room? The sealed
Actually,
room?
Hold on.
My dragon has blind sight.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located.
Why not out, Pearson?
Hell yeah, Pearson.
As you guys are about to exit the room and he casts the spell, you casting a spell as well. You guys watch as Pearson suddenly draws his sword and rushes towards the corner of the room.
An empty corner of the room.
An empty corner of the room. And he swings his blade.
He's going, I'm going.
Close that
And
door. Close
nope,
the door.
because this is really
How can
fast.
you-
This is his reaction.
You watch as divine power engulfs the blade as he uses divine strike, and he swipes as hard as he can in that spot. That is a 16 plus. He sent me his stats. Hold on.
Several.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely hits.
Yay.
And he's throwing a divine strike in there. So that is 1d.
So it wasn't any of them.
That is 22 points of radiant damage dealt to this creature that is in the corner. You guys hear a sound from the corner as this radiant light seems to almost stay in the slicing form of this creature, and it suddenly becomes visible. And you guys see as it slices through this creature, what falls to the ground dead
It doesn't even live.
Oh, a closet?
What the fuck is that?
Okay.
Mini mug thing.
Could be a familiar.
As Pearson drew his sword and ran to the corner, you saw the king raise his hands up quickly, and there was a spell begin to form in his hand, but he quenches it out. What was that?
That's what we were just about to ask.
Do I know?
Pearson?
Can I say? 'Cause that was. Well, I mean, that was.
You wouldn't know what it is.
Okay. Damn.
I know you guys saw the name. I'm sorry, that was my
Well,
bad.
yeah, but I mean,
Wouldn't you know what
again,
it was?
player knowledge.
Why would I know what it was?
I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never
no,
seen
but it
that thing
was.
before.
I have no idea. Pearson, please explain your actions.
I cast Sense Good and Evil.
Okay. Smart idea, Pearson. I'm glad you did that.
Me too. He actually would have done it. He probably would have done the second the king pulled you.
Yeah,
guys
it would have
aside.
been the first thing I detect good and evil.
Yeah. When I did, I sensed a fiend presence. Not Medina.
Thank you.
And I felt it over there in the corner. So I felt the need to attack. And I clearly took care of things.
Do you recognize it? Like, do you know what that thing is? Since I know. Or Arcana.
I mean, you
It's
can
familiar.
roll to see if you
I
tell
can
what it
roll
is.
Arcana just in case.
Not Arcana.
Why not?
For you, it would be
Just want to go up there and just poke it with the longsword.
it would be a nature check for you.
Not Arcana.
It would not be Arcana.
But Arcana's so much better for me.
That's great, but it's still nature.
Dang.
For him, that's my plus one. So he rolled a 19 on his.
I rolled a 13.
13. All right. One second, just check everything. I actually have heard of these. It is one of the demon creatures. It's called a quasit. It has the capability of being invisible, as you can probably tell. It can also shape change into small animals. I don't know if there's more of these keeping an eye on things.
Does somebody command it?
Say that again?
Does somebody command it?
Demons by nature are usually pretty chaotic and don't follow orders too well unless being commanded by a very, very powerful being. We also saw this kind of thing at Port Rio, where they were in mass.
Would I have noticed it from my book?
Oh, do you have a book on you?
That's right, you do it? Yeah, so did you pull your book out?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sweet. That's one ugly son of a bitch.
So do you
That's a little
take the
guy.
things still after they're dead?
No, I cannot. But you guys watch as the demon begins to melt away, turn into a black ichor in the corner.
I'm never getting paid.
What?
Lokeg was just about to pull out his dagger.
Oh.
He's gonna try to like.
Yeah, you're not doing
Demons
some
demons
harm.
killed in the material plane.
They don't really die. They go back
Lokeg don't know that. Lokeg just seen money.
Well, this is not good. Everything you just told us, someone else already knows.
Are you sure Pearson would have done it as soon as he walked into the room?
I don't know, honestly. He might have, he might not have.
He would have. He's been doing
Without
it since
him-
the
without
mayor.
him- with him not being here, we don't know.
Fair enough.
And I
You should
I don't
roll a
want-
D2 for
I
it.
don't want to retcon this. A D2? You mean flip a coin?
Yeah.
Actually, I got one right here.
D2. Well done.
Tempting the DM, but chance.
You can always
Hit
tell.
points for 7. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Slice
Um,
it in half.
It's
Yeah.
just a spy.
Alright, so which one is heads, which one is tails? The dragon's the heads? Alright. Who wants to call it?
Oh,
Shoot, no.
Jazzy said she would like to.
She didn't do no such thing.
I did not.
Do the dragon propeller. So for Steven. Yeah, dragon head.
Pelor is not the dragon
No,
god.
like no, I'm just saying like for the dragon is for Steven.
Heads.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
heads.
Pelor is not the dragon god.
I am
So
aware.
heads.
Okay, we're going heads.
I
But
just chose the dragon.
she's saying
Yeah, the
choose the
dragon
dragon for
propeller.
Pelor.
The dragon propeller. The dragon for Steven.
Okay. Alright, so dragon, you guys are calling heads.
Yes.
It's tails.
Of course
Okay.
it is.
At least we
Well,
accept
that sucks.
So
Give back his coin.
oh, no, it's mine now. DM charges.
DM tax is crazy.
Well, from what I can see here, if the owner already knows what we plan to do,
Then subtlety's out the window.
no, not quite. We can still follow through with the plan.
we
We can
still have a party?
cast detect magic or the circle of truth.
We can still change the plan now that there's no other spies in the room.
Is there a range?
Because once, if that was a familiar for somebody, would that somebody know that the familiar had gone back to the demonic realm?
They know they're dead.
Possible. They heard everything that was in the
I
room.
mean, if there was a connection and suddenly
They
the
knew
connection
everything was in the
severed,
room, and then now they won't hear everything that's happening in the room.
But I mean,
So we can continue planning.
Pearson does a quick walk around the room. I don't sense anything else.
That was
I'm
one.
just saying the master knows what the plans are. Either we can follow through with the plans
We
and
can
see
change
who
the
acts
plan is what I'm saying,
suspicious.
because the master won't know what the plan is.
I say we go with the first one that he expects the most.
Exactly, he's gonna expect it, but we can still switch it up on him.
But still distract him.
Yeah,
we just don't even know who he is.
Go
right.
brawling.
But we do need to make sure
Emperor,
that,
you see
he
the
can-
Emperor rub his temples together, or his fingers on his temples. Do you recommend we stop the subtlety and we just arrest everybody who's out there right now?
Well, I
You're
recommend
good,
Pearson
honestly.
continue catching
No.
good and evil in the
Shouldn't
courtyard
we
or
see
wherever.
who has
So
the
detecting
biggest
good and
face?
evil,
It's only 10 minutes long.
it
so
also
we
doesn't
should-
detect good and evil.
Right.
it-
But
it
if somebody
detects-
else has, for instance, a demonically desecrated amulet that they've been using to talk to their best friend and master, we would be able to see that.
Fair enough. But also he would have read this and he would have had this information. It is a telepathic bond that this creature
so
has.
he-
It's not
okay.
it's not like a talisman.
Right. But whoever was commanding it might have a talisman to talk to their boss.
Potentially.
Wouldn't that
But
person also look very
that's-
worried right now?
Yeah, but we
Worried,
might
yes,
as well get
but
back
putting
up
your,
on it.
I
Let's
have a
go.
thought. Putting your kingdom into disarray and
We're not
is-
going to arrest
is
everybody,
not
but
gonna
we
be
need
good.
to let's at least go back out there and see what we can see. We're not arresting everybody.
And we're
Because
assuming
he knows that
this
we know,
creature-
but he doesn't know that we know that he knows.
Do we continue
Zone of truth is pretty powerful.
the subtlety plan?
I believe so because
I
the
believe
person
so
that
at
is
the moment.
this thing was working for is probably one of the three you mentioned. He's not gonna want to blow his cover. So if
Very
we
well.
go out there and go crazy and say you're all under arrest, it's just gonna make him do whatever he's doing tenfold and worse.
But since
You
he
see,
knows
you're
that we
putting your
know,
daughter at risk and even your family if you go ape crap
because the
bananas.
king said his name out loud, or the
Keep
emperor
your
said
daughter
his name
close.
out loud.
How about this?
Okay,
If
I
we
get
have all of them who are of suspicion in a zone of truth, and we all ask them if they're willing to answer truthfully, obviously they're not the suspect, unless we narrow down to a few options.
Got a question.
Pearson takes
Now
his
we
blade,
have them under control.
flicks it, and any ichor that was on his blade just falls off, and he sheaths it.
That was really cool, Pearson.
Can intimidation and deception be combined for a roll?
In what regard?
So if you're intimidating but lying to them at the same time,
You would have to make two separate rolls.
would any benefit the other?
Depends
You
on the
mean
line
like
of
if,
question.
if
What if
Pearson
I
is
lied and you intimidated?
right? Like
So
if
if
six.
Lokag
I'm gonna knock you out.
rages and we're alone in a room, pulls out his axe and he says, "I know it's you."
I could lie.
That would be an intimidation and a deception check.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
That is something that is definitely doable.
Once you get him in the room,
I
don't do
think
that with the
we
king.
listen to Tulsing and we continue subtlety.
I think
Just saying.
I agree with myself.
I think we can narrow down the numbers very quickly with one simple zone of truth. All will in it.
They're all
We're
sitting
given
out there right
5
now. Let's go.
days.
Before it wears off.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Pearson does step forward
Like
again. We need to be unanimous on this.
We're being subtle. I was just
A
suggesting.
zone of truth isn't subtle.
Bring them all into the room.
Zone of truth is not subtle.
But since whoever it
There's
is
a good-
knows
Call the
already,
action.
And there's a good chance whoever sent that thing
is
is
gonna
out there.
and they're gonna accelerate their plan.
Yes.
Felix,
And possibly hurt more people.
how do you weigh in on
Should I
that?
And so if they knew we're bringing them into the room, they're
We won't know
going to freak
exactly
out.
why.
Text
And
him
they will
what's
probably
happening.
run.
Tell him.
Felix, how do you weigh in on this? I want to hear your thoughts.
We do essentially have the 5-day limit of when we're supposed to meet. We could simply pretend we know nothing and keep our subtlety. We do have 5 days to work around it. I do agree. I advise against just arresting all of them, as you do not wish to throw your kingdom into disarray. It would not turn public favor towards you, rather against you.
Aaron, how do you weigh in on this?
She's reaching out to Steven to get his opinion as well.
I was talking
But-
to Aaron, not
Well, hold
Jazzy.
on, I'm getting
I know, I know,
I'm
I'm-
getting the real Pearson's opinion on this.
But I'm asking for
Are you
your.
watching?
So they're all gonna know as soon as we walk.
Okay. you know you're good. So we have a group decision we have to make.
Well, the thing is, too,
We're with
I just saw it's the Emperor.
the Emperor,
Emperor's
Boss.
right.
Yep.
Nyla's father, and he is confiding in just us.
Put him in speaker.
They know
Okay.
that we know, even now.
Steven,
They don't know that we know. Even now.
quick and short of it,
But
you
they
guys
know.
are going to meet with the Emperor. He suspects some of his court of being a betrayer, somebody in his court. You cast Detect Good and Evil. You detected a fiend hiding in the corner that was invisible. You killed it with one blow. And now you guys are trying to figure out what to do. There is the vote of subtlety, which was the original plan of trying to investigate these people. There's also another vote of go ham and just start intimidating and figure out who it actually was.
Basically, arrest everyone in his court and make it not subtle.
I'm
Since
saying
whoever
bringing
it
like
is
the
already
10 to
knows.
12 guys into the room and zone of truth.
Yes.
No.
No,
No.
it's
No,
just
just us.
it's just us and the Emperor. Even the Emperor's wife and
I
Nyla were
wasn't
not in the room.
suggesting to go
It was,
ham.
and
I
it
was
was sealed
saying
off so nobody
we
could
get
hear. But we had
individuals
the fiend in the
alone.
room that we didn't know
I was
about
saying one big
until
group.
you cast
No,
Detect Good and Evil
Lokeg
at the end.
intimidates
You killed him,
individually.
but now
That way, if they
because you
react,
killed
then
him,
Lokeg
we
knows they're
can't
going to try to
figure out
run.
If they refuse the
who is
answer.
linked to the fiend.
Also, I have really good intimidation. as
So
well.
do you want to continue with subtlety, like we were planning, even though the person knows, or would you rather just arrest everybody and
Plus
do
9
zone
on
of truth?
intimidation.
I mean, yeah, you beat me.
Yes. So
And deception. And persuasion.
I think I could probably
so
get
you
an
want to
advantage on
throw
my roll.
kingdom into disarray?
Damn it.
So we would definitely still get a chance to make him look and talk. And he's going to truth.
I don't know if you guys figure it out. I'll deal with the consequences.
No, you have to. This is a unanimous
Okay.
vote. You have to vote.
Stephen, how dear.
I vote that we upturn the kingdom looking for the traitor.
Hang up the phone.
No, I'm
What happened to lawful
That's,
good?
that's not Pearson. Pearson.
That doesn't sound like
that's
So-
not
This is definitely Stephen talking.
the king the Emperor does say something.
Okay.
Hold on.
To your friend Pearson's point, if the person knows that we are
Main
looking,
character right now?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
Pearson's talking quiet.
if the
Emperor is
king,
talking right now.
if the person knows that we are now hunting them, which according to your book they do, they may already turn the kingdom upside down to avoid suspicion. It might not be the worst idea to arrest everyone in there. It will not turn the kingdom upside down, as it is still secret.
It doesn't have to be so upfront that we are arresting them. We're just going to bring them into the room,
That could also be an option.
which is a bit subtle as well once we close those doors.
But if there is more than one, they may turn against us. So having them arrested, or at least having a few guards in here, might not be the worst
Absolutely.
idea.
We bring them all together, put them all in the zone of truth. If they refuse to answer, well then, they are top suspects. Those who do answer, obviously will be truthful. And there no
Pearson,
longer
you would like
so
to
much
arrest
question.
everyone that's in the throne room?
Well, arrest is such a strong word. I think maybe question.
Okay, so like reprimand for a limited time.
Emergency meeting.
Garudon,
Reprimand is also strong.
does your book say whether the closet has any attack?
Well, the only way to
capabilities?
figure it out is to take them all because they're all in the throne room.
So it could have been considered an attack on the king as well. A potential attack on the king.
Telesing and Arenell
Not just
voted
a
for
spy.
subtlety.
I
So
don't think
did
he
I
would
feel
have
that
said
Felix, and
merits
I think
arresting
everybody else
here that had the
was
opportunity.
on.
Well, for solitary reasons, we do an
arresting.
emergency meeting to bring them to the
Medina, were you wanting to?
As far as I'm concerned, the fiend in the corner could have been an attempt on the king's life as well. I feel like we should arrest everyone.
Okay, so it's 3 to 4 at the moment.
I would request an emergency meeting of the council, your
3
top
for subtlety.
suspects,
meeting.
and then behind doors we can arrest them if need be, if they fail the zone of truth test.
All right.
You're the emperor. You can call any
That's-
kind of meeting. It won't mean craziness.
That's what we do then. Thank you, Pearson.
Yeah, sorry.
Be here next week.
Okay.
See you next week, Pearson.
See you next week.
Love you. Bye bye.
Daddy.
No.
Miss you. Dang.
All right.
And I even know I miss you too.
All right.
He said
So
thanks.
the king stands up tall, and he steps outside. And you guys all step out with him. You see looks of confusion, concern on everybody else's faces. You see him walk over to one of the guards, and he whispers into his ear. You see him step back over, and he sits down on his throne next to his wife.
While he's doing all of this, can I make a perception check for the crowd since I know it's a look now?
That would be another insight check.
Or
Yes.
insight, yeah.
I was gonna ask for something similar, but particularly for the what is he called, a general?
Oh, the Minotaur?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, are they both doing insight? Because I can do it afterwards.
They are both doing
Pearson's
Okay.
good and he
I'm
was
doing
still
on an individual,
on,
not a group.
right?
Still fine. Could
You're
do yours.
listening
What was
to
yours?
23.
23.
I would.
You said for what?
Insight.
So that's a 19.
Okay. So, with a 23 and a 19. You looking directly at the general, there is a look of concern and confusion. For the main group, there is a look of concern, confusion, and more a couple of them have like looks of fear in their eyes. Not the three that were even mentioned. They were confused as to why he walked out, talked to a guard, and then sat down. So there's definitely like a sense of fear that you guys were alone with him, and then he came out and spoke to a guard and sat down.
But the one I'm looking at isn't showing fear, he's just showing concern.
Concern and confusion.
Oh.
As the emperor sits down, he leans back in his chair. You all kind of come out in front. I have had a discussion with the displaced eight.
Before you continue, instead of just coming out, should we go like around the room so no one can just like run out the other door?
There's guards.
Lock the door, okay.
I think it's stand by the door.
So this is a very large throne. Like you would have to like be very blatant. He doesn't want you to be blatant on this.
Okay.
He went and whispered to a guard. He wants you to go up front.
Okay.
Wait,
If we walk around in a circle, everybody, they're gonna freak out like we're about to jump them.
Right.
Okay.
I have spoken with the displaced eight. You notice he is speaking very slowly, very deliberately with his tone. The conversation we just had was one of deep sorrow and regret. I have suspicions, and you notice as he's saying all this, he is looking each individual member of his court in the eye. That someone here has betrayed me. That someone here has betrayed all of us. You see looks of confusion, concern begin to spread amongst.
When we walked out, did he detect anything of the zone of truth?
Good,
Zone of truth.
good and evil.
Detect good and evil.
Good and
No,
evil.
he has come and he's walked directly around the members of the court. He did not sense anything.
Okay.
It is with a heavy heart, and you guys start hearing many footsteps, armored footsteps coming in, that I now detain everyone in this room for questioning. And about 40 guards come running in, led by the guard that he went and whispered to. All Leonin, fully armored, spear, shield, swords at their hips, and they surround the entire court. The displaced 8 will help me get to the bottom of who betrayed me and was spying on me, and may have even attempted to kill me and my family. Members of the court, you are all suspects. Let the investigation begin. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be very fun next week. We'll see where this goes. This is
I
getting.
bet there's going to be some fireworks.
You know, that would be
Prove
a
it, guys.
lovely party. We should have pyrotechnics at Nyla's party.
There's no party, Bettina.
Why
But
you saying
what
that
if
out
there
loud?
was?
Thank you so much for joining us. This was a fun one. Very interesting. Some political intrigue. Very curious to see where this goes next week.
So much for subtlety.
Yeah,
That's half an hour.
That subtlety is, I mean, to be fair, that was not your guys' strong suit to begin with. So
I like how you kept asking, are you sure you can do this? And you're like,
this is the thing.
Yeah.
You guys can turn down quests. It's okay.
we're
But
not.
this is more
It's
intense
not
than a
okay.
quest.
There's really only one person in this group that actually can be subtle, and they have to be in darkness.
I have
And
to be
that's
left alone, but this,
Technically,
these people
there's
have
other
attachment
people who would be
issues.
invisible.
True.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Somebody else sneaky.
Subtlety's not a strong suit.
But again, thank you so much for joining us. We will be here next week for 4th of July. We hope to see you all then. Until then, have a good night and see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.